Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. Happy holidays and happy New Year. How are we doing today? We
Good.
are. Thank you, Joel. We are live for our annual podcast that we do every year for summarizing what we did in 2025 and looking forward to 2026. As always in the podcast, I am joined by.
I'm Megan Kirby. What's up, everyone? I kind of stream games. Recently, they've all sucked, so I'm sorry for the bitching.
Yo, it's your boy T Dog. No, I'm just kidding.
T Dog in the house.
I'm Charlie Spears. I won't do that again. I'm sorry.
And of course, I'm the Wombat of Doom. So thank you everybody for joining. I've been looking forward to this for some time. And I know somebody else has as well in the podcast, maybe both. But
I definitely have, dude. I love this.
yeah,
The annual podcast wrap up is so fun to reflect on all the games and the upcoming games.
it
Agreed.
is. Yeah, it's probably out of like streaming one of my favorite things that have come out of it. So I'm glad to be here. And I'm glad that people enjoy it because people are talking about it throughout the year. Like I can't wait for the podcast for to talk about this or to see what happens and stuff.
I'm not normally quiet. I can see my mic sucks. Hold on.
Yeah, I'll turn both of you up.
Okay, that works.
How's that, Kabito? Is that better?
Test, test, test.
Yeah, it looks better to me.
Janky bullshit. Yeah.
So yeah, so a lot has happened this year. Like just not even like talking about ourselves, like things that we never thought were going to happen. Like Silk Song came out, right? And
That was sick.
No.
Yeah, we all know about Silk Song, so we can just talk about that openly.
Yeah. That was such a good game, dude. Oh, did I not add that on my beaten list? With shame.
no, you're
Yeah,
too
that's all
busy
right.
finding cats.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Stranger Things season 5 came out. It's
Mhm.
finishing up at the end of the year.
I've
Are you
not
gonna go
watched that
see
yet.
the finale in theater?
Oh,
Probably
I
not
know
gonna
the
see it in
thing.
theater because I just don't want to deal with the crowd. But
Yeah, that's
I
fair.
am excited about it.
I haven't gone to a movie theater in a while, so I'm thinking about going to a see a movie theater. I did get invited to go see Avatar, Fire and Ash. Is that what it's called? But
Oh
dude,
yeah,
this was it like a
the new Avatar came out. Yeah.
is that like a 33 hour and 40 minute runtime or something? I'm like, dude,
Are you
I don't know
serious?
if I have
Fuck
the endurance.
that.
Yeah, I know. I want to see it. I am gonna have to watch a recap video because like, dude, I don't remember crap. They've
That's
come
what
out
I'm talking
so
about home so I
far
can
in
watch it
between.
over the course of like an entire week. That's forever long.
It is, I know, but I am like honestly, like 2025 was such a good year for like video games or media or
Yup.
film or it was so many things that came out. It was hard to keep up.
It was. Yeah, there was a lot going on. And then there were some disappointments too. Little Nightmares 3 came out, which we
Yeah.
were all looking
I
forward to, and then I haven't played it yet because it sounds like I missed
the
the ball
reviews.
quite a bit. Um,
The reviews weren't pretty hot for it. I
yeah,
still am going to play it just because the first two were so good. So I think it might be like it might be like comparable to like Dead Space 3 for that
Yeah, I
series
get
to
that.
me,
That's a good point.
which that was still a good
Analogy.
game, but I think that it's probably not going to be as good as the as others in the series.
I am looking well, and I'll talk about what I'm looking forward to in 2026 a little bit later. But I guess we should start with our lists, right? That's what
Yep. Let's run
that's
it.
what we should do. Okay, so how I guess we usually start with Kirby for the list
Yeah,
portion.
does it normally me trail than you?
Yeah, because you've usually got the most to talk about. So let me move over to my fancy alternate screen now. There we go. Yep. And everything looks good there. Yep.
Whoa.
And then we're gonna
Nice.
boop, boop, boop. There's your list.
Let's go. That's a
My
good list.
God, dude.
Most of
The
these games are actually pretty good. Um, so I guess I'll do the usual. Start with like my game of the year, my main things I like. Then I'll go to the shitty ones, and just some fun stats. So this won't surprise anyone. I've been talking openly about it. My game of the year is Majestic Knights because Expedition 33 used AI. Jokes aside, besides the AI controversy of Expedition 33, that is my favorite game of the year and of the past. No, maybe not the past couple years because I like Baldur's Gate 3 and Elden Ring more. But in any case, it has an incredible story, fantastic presentation and music. Um, yeah, it's turn-based combat, so it's not for Trell. I hope they make a show or a movie for people like him because I do think he would like the characters in the story.
Yeah,
I'm not going to say much about it, but
dude, I'd be so on
yeah.
board for that.
But you picked it up, right, during the sale, or did I make that up?
I'm not purchasing till after this, just in case.
That's fair. That's fair. But okay, it's in the cart. It's potentially it's in there. It's in there.
It's in the
That
cart,
game,
yeah.
without saying too much, it was just an exceptional game for me. So that was my game of the year. There were some pretty good notable surprises and like positive like runner ups that were like close. So things that were close, well, these weren't really surprises. I knew they'd be good, but things that were close up were things like Silk Song, which was even better than I expected. I was worried the wait wouldn't be worth it. There was some controversy, not really like real controversy, some controversy over like if the game was too difficult, it's not, or if it changed some things too much. And in my opinion, it didn't. If you liked Hollow Knight for its difficulty and its world, then I think you would like Silk Song. And I'll let Wombat say a bit more about that when it's his turn. Other close games were Donkey Kong Bonanza, which to me is right up there with Mario Odyssey for 3D platformers. I think that they're about point for point, like the exact same score for slightly different reasons. But I think Bonanza was fantastic. So for those of you who picked up Switch 2s around the holiday, you got to pick up Bonanza. It's pretty much one of the only like real Switch 2 like exclusives right now that are actually good. That is not cross-platform with Switch 1.
Not a Switch 2 edition.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no Switch 2. It's just a Switch 2 game, and for that
Yep.
reason, it's very good. And the last game I want to shout that was I guess close to a runner-up for me would have been Death Stranding 2, which is certainly not a game for everyone. And Hades 2, both of those actually. But Death Stranding 2 is not a game for everyone. You just sort of walk around and deliver things, but it does some unique things. It has an interesting story, and Kojima's fun. So those were like I guess the games that were close to getting Game of the Year. If Expedition 33 didn't exist for me this year. Now I want to talk about surprises. So games I thought I wouldn't like as much as I did, but ended up really being very, very good to me. One of which is going to be The Last of Us Part 2. I actually spoiled myself on this game like years ago because I was told I wouldn't like it, but then I did really like it, and I'm mad that I spoiled myself on a couple parts. But luckily, there were still a lot of things that, yeah, I don't mean that I like got spoiled. I specifically looked up spoilers because I'm like, oh well, what happens?
Wow. So you now are living in walkthroughs. You leak
no, that was
things, and then you
Pass-Through.
also
He's a bitch. No, that was Pass-Through. You can't trust that guy. That was like 2021 or 2 Kerbo, I think. He just looked shit up. And then luckily I didn't get everything spoiled, but I love that game. And if it released this year, it would have been in the last category I said about Game of the Years. But it didn't release this year. I just played it this year. That game I gave it 9.5. I loved it. I can see why parts of it were contentious, but I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah,
I also want to shout. Go ahead. Sorry.
We've kind of talked about my opinions on the game. I really liked it. There were just some story order things I disagreed with. I thought would be even make the game even better if they had done it in a different order.
I agree. I see that, and they actually made some updates to the game so you can change the order of the way certain things happen, which is interesting.
Oh, really?
But, yeah. Yes, there's an update. So now you can. I'll DM you in a minute.
Yeah,
but
please do.
They changed the order of some things. I'm gonna DM you
you can
when I'm done talking
change
about
the
my list.
story order.
In a sense, yeah. I don't want to say too much, but in a sense, yes.
Cool.
Okay. Weird.
And I don't want to say more for the sake of you, Trail, or anyone else who might play it. So yes.
That's interesting.
I got 3 more games that surprised me. One, I was gonna wait for Z to be here so we could gush about it, but was Stellar Blade. I straight up thought, I'll just say it, this game I thought was gonna be straight up like fan service sex appeal bullshit because they made Eve look really hot. But even though that is partly the case, not all the outfits are like, just straight up softcore porn. And there are some like modest outfits. And the combat in that game and the bosses are actually exceptional. And it honestly has probably one of my favorite consistently good boss rosters of any game I've played in the past few years, where every boss was a banger, except for like one dude who's just stupid. But every other boss was a banger. And I fucking love Stellar Blade for that.
Wow. All right.
Yes.
That's huge praise. Even
you got
standing toe to toe against like Silk Song, like for boss bangers.
Yeah, Silk Song was an improvement over Hollow Knight for me. Like Hollow Knight, my biggest complaint was that a lot of the bosses were forgettable. Silk Song improved on that for me, but there were still some bosses like, yeah, he's whatever. But Stellar Blade, to be fair, Silk Song has more bosses, so it's statistically more likely that they just have some mid dudes in there. Okay. But Stellar Blade's boss roster to me was absolutely fantastic, and the combat feels so good. So yes.
Wow. All right.
So yeah, Was that all your surprise bangers?
2 more surprises.
Okay,
if
go
that's
ahead.
okay.
Yeah.
One was Echoes of Wisdom, Legend of Zelda game where you play as
Mhm.
Zelda actually. Because I didn't think that it was going to be that good. Like I thought it was going to be fun, but it's actually my favorite 2D Zelda game. Or sorry, like top-down Zelda game is what I
Nice.
mean to say. It's technically 3D. So I thought the game was absolutely fantastic. Loved Echoes of Wisdom. And then my last one I want to call out was Mini Shoot Adventures or wherever the hell it is on there. Which is like a top-down Metroidvania with mixed with like a twin stick shooter where you move in one direction, you shoot with the right analog stick. And I was like, wow, this is a really cool like genre mix up. And I didn't think I'd like that very much, but I thought that was a very, very fun game. So I wanted to shout that out. So now I am done with surprises. I have a few other categories, but Wamba, did you want to interject and say something?
Yeah. First of all, how many games is this in total, Kirby? Uh,
120 games because I added Verho at the last second, but there are 2 DLCs. So the list has 122 items, but it's 120 actual games. So if I exclude Rising Tide and Lies of P Overture.
Is Liza cheat? It's because they're DLCs.
Correct. So if I just don't count those actual games beaten, it's 120 games.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess we've got to debate for a second if a DLC is an actual game or not. I think it's based on the length, how much content it adds to the game.
Would you not say it's based on if it has its own credits? Actually, fair point. Because correct me, we all know Elden Ring DLC does not have credits, but it's long as fuck. It's longer than like
Right.
90% of the games on my list.
So Elden Ring DLC should absolutely be its own game, right?
Okay, so
Yeah,
what
I think
would
we
the
accept
limit
that.
be? You guys would say like how long does a DLC have to be for it to count as a game and not just it's a DLC?
I'm gonna let you guys talk about this because my list has some things on here that I don't think I can talk length at this point in time. So you guys have more weight in this.
Personally, I would say then when I put DLC on my list, and I've said this before, I don't list it to be like, oh, this counts as a game. I'm trying to get my game numbers up.
Right.
This list reflects every gaming experience I had,
Mm-hmm.
or at least finished throughout the year, just so I can remember it, and I put it on here. For
Yeah.
me, if I was going to say, yeah, that counts as a game, then I would probably say that DLC should be around the 10-hour mark.
Okay.
Maybe the lowest I would go would be 7 hours. I don't know why. That's just how I feel about it.
No,
Games can obviously be less than that. I played games this year that were only 1 hour, like King of the Bridge, for example, which is this goofy ass chess game. So I don't know. Personally, I would say that either
Yeah, I
would 7-ish
agree.
hours maybe.
I'd say 5 or less is definitely not DLC. Like it counts as a +1, right? Or at least
Sure, yeah.
in our arbitrary pocket of the internet. But
Yep.
so like for example, I've got Monster Hunter Iceborne on my list, right? That's
Yes.
definitely its own game, right? It takes forever to do stuff in Monster Hunter.
That's a very long game. Yes.
Yeah. So Iceborne definitely counts. Elden Ring definitely counts. How long is Overture? I'm just curious.
Overture was about like 12 hours.
Yeah. Okay. So there you go. Yeah, I think 10's probably a good number, but I mean, it's probably just something where we just kind of rule it one way or the other as it comes, right? It's because it's not
Yes.
often that a game has
Yeah.
a DLC that is not recognizably big enough, right?
Agreed. And I will also say, regardless of how long the DLC is, if I play it in the same year as the base game, I'm just counting as one game.
Correct.
I'm just gonna say like, I did.
just
this
about
year.
to say
I
that.
normally
yeah,
do that,
exactly.
except Monster Hunter Worlds and Iceborne, and I'll talk about that when it's mine and why I count it
That's
separately.
fair.
That's a huge part for
Okay.
me. If the game,
Yeah.
if it enticed me enough to come back, and I was already done with that game, I'm probably going to count it as like I played that game again,
Right.
and the DLC counts for me type thing.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. I think those are all reasonable ways of tracking DLC, to be honest. Okay. Moving on to a few more categories. The worst game I played this year, hands down, fuck Skull Island, the Rise of Kong game. That game is straight dog shit. Like, to be clear, it was not the most boring game I've played. That's coming up next. But in terms of like the actual quality of the game,
I was
Why is
about to be like, really?
Yeah.
I'm not in there? Hell yeah.
No, don't worry. You're next. You got your turn. You got your turn. You got the most boring game. Skull Island wasn't the most boring, but from like if I just had to like as a quality of a game, it is the worst. Like you fall through the floor. There's areas you're not supposed to be able to get to that you can, and then you get soft locked. It crashes during cutscenes. Some of the cutscenes are literally just JPEGs flashed up on the screen. The skills don't work. It's like nothing about this game actually works.
Oh
And so
my
there's this move where you pound your chest like a gorilla, right? And then it makes like a little like fireworks show telling you where to go. But like 18 of those bitches show up because it doesn't remove ones that you already did. So you don't actually know where you're supposed to go. So you just have to roam around randomly. It's really bad.
my god.
There were some close calls too. Like games like fuck ass Extermination was terrible. One of the janky games I streamed, or Indigo Prophecy Fahrenheit. That game was pretty bad, but at least it was funny. But Skull Island was easily the worst. And now what Trell's waiting for, the most boring game, Majestic Knights. And let me
Come
say-
on.
Dude, look, I'm not even trying to dunk on you with this, but in terms of like games that had things going on, all you do is like walk around and talk to people, and then like, nothing happens in this game.
You played
Luckily,
Death
it was
Stranding
short.
too. FedEx
I will say,
Simulator. I
if
thought
this
you would
makes
like
feel
this.
better, Death Stranding 2 is dope. Exciting things happen in that game. Let me tell you this though.
More
I didn't finish
FedExy.
Sonic Frontiers because it was so fucking boring. If I would have beaten Sonic Frontiers, it would have won the slot. So this is the most boring game that I finished.
all
Sonic
right.
Frontiers was unbelievably boring. In that game, yeah, fuck this. Majestic Knights is boring. But let me talk about Sonic Frontiers now. It's not my list 'cause I didn't beat it. I dropped it. Wall of shame. All you do in that game, they took a bunch of like Sonic assets, like rails and enemies. I swear to God, they copied and pasted them over a bunch of different like archipelago islands all in the sky, and you just run around and collect shit until it's like, ooh, Sonic, go get the big bad robot, and then you do that, and then it gives you a new island, and you do it again. God, the game fucking sucks.
So is there even like any level design, or is it just random assets just pasted
No, there are
everywhere?
levels. There are like you collect these gears by beating enemies, and the combat sucks. You literally just like spam X. It's crazy. It's like Batman combat. And then when you beat them, you get gears, and you spend gears to unlock shrines. They look like Legend of Zelda shrines from like Breath of the Wild. But then you go
No
in,
way.
and it's like a standard Sonic level, and you beat that. And it lasts like 48 seconds, and then it spits you back out, and you have to just run around the random world again. Holy fuck! I did not like that game.
It does sound like they really just was like, here's a recipe out there, we're gonna cook to this, but just put Sonic in instead of Link.
Yeah, I swear. I think okay. We need open world. Sonic is like, even though his game sucked kind of recently, he's a big mascot. Let's just throw him out here, in here, and it will just sell. And they did. And it's crazy is people give this game high reviews, so it has to be partly just a me issue, but it's like very positive on Steam. It's crazy.
I completely get that, because that was my feel when I played Sonic Mania. I was like, okay, a Sonic game that's got decent reviews, maybe it's good. I got in there, I was like, dude, fuck this game. I do not like Sonic games. They're just so goddamn bad, dude.
That's fair. I like the 2D ones, but I do see where you're coming from, and I think that the Sonic fanboys are out here with a fucking army just spamming positive reviews on this shit. I'm not joking. It's crazy.
It's just nothing ever seems to flow. It's just such a broken experience every time I play Sonic. I don't know why I think it's going to change.
Yep, I'm hoping it does. Cause I like Sonic a lot. But like, damn. All right, my last category is just gonna be my biggest disappointment. So games I thought that would be good, and they just weren't. They're both JRPGs because I generally have high expectations for those games. One was Mario and Luigi Brothership, and I really wanted to like this game because, as I've bitched about before, I love Paper Mario, and the Mario and Luigi series took over the turn-based Mario games. Now Paper Mario sucks, and it's all about Mario and Luigi games. And Brothership was the newest entry on the Switch, and oh my God, I can't remember the last time I played a game with this much padding, where you have to backtrack for no reason. Here, it wasn't bad. I still gave it like a 7, but it should have been like an 8.5 or better, is what I wanted. But in any case, you just walk around. The combat doesn't realistically change after the 20-hour mark, and it's like a 50-hour game because of how much padding there is. And man, it was goofy in the worst ways. And then the other game I'll throw in there is Visions of Mana. It's part of like the Secret of Mana, Trails of Mana, Legend of Mana series. And same sort of thing. It's really big padding. There's like 18 classes in the game, and I thought that was going to be sweet. But then you realize they all have the same sort of thing, but just different flavor. Like, oh, you're this class, which is the same as the other class, but it's fire instead of water. It's just like a reskin, and it was boring. And so, yeah, that was unfortunate. And just to not take up too much time, the last two things I'll say, just some fun stats. So the average score of all the games I played this year was a 7.54, which is pretty consistent. It's generally between like a 7 and 8, so that's not too wild. And the average length of games I played this year was a 14.86 hours. And there were some really short ones that skewed it, like I said, King of the Bridge, which was 1 hour, Serena Expedition. And then there's some longer ones, like Death Stranding 2 was 85 hours, or Hollow Knight Silksong was 50 hours. But for the most part, we're in that like 15-ish hour mark. So with that, to not take up too much time, I'll see if there are any questions from you guys or chat. Otherwise, I'll pass off the Trell's list.
You got to pay attention to your trend line around your P50s. Ignore those outliers, those P90s.
Yeah. Ignoring the outliers.
Yeah.
Ignoring the outliers. Hold up. Let's say I did ignore the outliers real quick. And let's say I just went from like the mid range. I should calculate the median, to be honest.
What
okay,
is what is my first Gran Turismo?
Oh, Jack got me into that game. Okay, so you've heard of Gran Turismo, right? Like the racing game?
Right. I wasn't sure if you were saying like it was my first or
no. So I don't really play realistic racing games very often. The ones I do play are arcadey, like Forza Horizons. But there's a free to play one called My First Gran Turismo, which is like 4 or 5 like practice races where you go through and try to get like a record time. And if you do, you can get like bronze, silver, gold. So I played until I beat at least silver medal on all like the license races, and then there are technically no credits. So actually, if you want to exclude that game too, I guess it's only 119. But it was like a sort of intro to Gran Turismo, which runs off the Gran Turismo 7 engine to get you interested in this series. And admittedly, it did. If Gran Turismo goes on sale for like $15, I might buy it just to own it and like play it for fun. But that's what that is. But I do think it's funny. You're right. Just the fact that it's just called My First Gran Turismo.
Yeah. I was just like, hold on. Did he actually like just leave it in there saying like as a comment in there? Like
I can't remember what the fuck it was.
That's great.
All right.
I like that.
I have a couple questions.
Yes.
Sorry, Trell. Did you have something? Was it? Okay. So
Go for
first of all, generally speaking, with you, themes are kind of something that doesn't really work out for you. Did you have a theme this year and were you able to take care of it with this?
I had a very loose theme where, to be clear, I don't pick the harder, like strict themes, like maybe like pseudo strict, like you and Trell do, because I always just find that I am getting like annoyed with it partway through the year. So I'm like, all right, I just won't. So I wanted to pick a genre that I don't play very much of normally and try a handful of those games this year and see what I thought. And so this year for me, that ended up being rhythm games. I don't play rhythm games very often. And so this year I put a handful of those. You'll see on there Rhythm Heaven Fever, Rhythm Doctor, Melatonin, just to name a few of them.
Oh, okay.
I don't play very many rhythm games. And those games were all very fun. Especially Rhythm Heaven Fever. I actually really fucking like that game. I had to mod my Wii to play it, or my Wii U to play it, because that was the only good way to do it. But one, I learned a couple things. One, I learned I like rhythm games more than I thought. Two, I learned I kind of fucking suck. I'm gonna be honest. I don't have very good rhythm.
I remember you saying that in chat. I'm
gonna be real with you guys. I know I have this persona. It's like, wow, he's like so good at games. Oh my god, Rhythm Doctor specifically, I had to put that bitch on easy to beat the last level. I'm gonna be open about it. I'm not gonna hide it. I played on hard for the first 50%. I played on hard. I was like, fuck, no, I can't do this. I can't get like, cause you have to get like an A rank to like move on to the next mission. I'm like, all right, fuck. So then I went to normal. And I played normal from like the midway point to the last level, and I could not beat this last level after like an hour. So I'm like, fuck this. So I went to easy, and then I won. I suck. Okay, I'm not good at rhythm games very much. Melatonin and Rhythm Heaven Fever, I was able to beat on normal difficulty, but yeah, it was tough, dude.
How was Melatonin overall? Like, what's your score? Because I've been looking at that game.
I gave it an A. Hold on, what did I give it? Give me 2 seconds. Guys, it's short, which is my main complaint about it. I gave it. Where the fuck are you, Melatonin, on my list? Here we go. I gave it a 7.5. It was only 2 hours. I liked it a lot. My biggest complaint was actually it didn't have like the best music, which is my problem. Like out of these 3 games that I mentioned, Rhythm Heaven Fever had the best music and just level is my favorite of them overall. Rhythm Doctor had probably like the most interesting mechanics about how they do it. So the premise of that game is you are a doctor in a hospital and they're investigating like a new a new way of like curing patients of their diseases, which involves matching their heartbeat to a rhythm. And so that's how, and then so it has these fun little like heartbeat mechanics. Oh no, he's tachycardic. His heart rate is speeding up. So then the song speeds up, and like it has like a really good, actually interesting narrative going along with it. So for an example, you follow like this barista for one level who's stressed about her job, and she goes throughout her day, and when the day gets busier, her heart rate gets more erratic, and there's some really interesting mechanics there. Melatonin is my least favorite of these three, but it's still a really fun game. It's just short, and I didn't like the songs as much as the other two. So but it's very fun.
Okay, I got actually two other things now.
Yes.
One, so you talked
Oh, real
about
quick, can I just say I plan on picking a new genre and doing something similar next year, just to force myself to try genres I don't normally try. I don't know what it will be. All right, now I'm done. Sorry,
Cool.
Wombat, go ahead.
All right, so you talked a lot about Majestic Knights,
I did.
but you were given one other from the Rogue Scholars Challenge.
Oh fuck, that's right. I meant to mention it. Yes, I
Yeah.
was given Rain World, which let me give a shout out to that. Actually, that game, two things. Let me talk about the bad and then the good. The bad was holy fuck, the controls in that game are straight dick. I don't know if I played a game, and I think they're intentionally shitty, to
Yeah,
be clear.
they are.
But my god, does that game have some of the most frustrating controls? It was so hard to control my little slug cat. Oh my god, like he just doesn't want to move or jump or do anything. And now, okay, that was like the only real bad thing. The good thing, and one of the most unique things about this game, is that this game actually has probably the most interesting and intricate, like, I guess I'll say ecosystem of any game I've played, where every like creature or animal in the world feels like a realistic animal, where they're not out there necessarily like they don't want to like get you to like be bad guys. They feel like they're just living their life as an animal. Some of them are predators and they will go for you, but it never feels like so much like malicious, like a bad guy. It just feels like they're just doing their thing, and you can play around that. And you can either like use certain things as bait to make them go for that instead of you. Some enemies are only hostile if you go for them first. Some are completely neutral. And they're just really, and the way like the world works, like, okay, there's rain in this game. If that didn't confuse you, if that wasn't if that's, a surprise to you, I'm sorry, it's in the name. And just all the different sort of levels and their unique characteristics and the areas you go to are so cool. And it was a very satisfying game to learn. I think that's the best way I can put it.
Yeah. You can see why I gave it to you thinking it would be good, because it had that right amount of jank in the controls, but it was satisfying enough to play overall.
Yes,
that
I gave it 8
balanced
overall,
it.
just to be clear, because Kebab's acting like this is a dog shit game. It's not. I just think that the controls are hard.
Yeah.
So yes, I very much did enjoy that game. I'm sorry I forgot to mention that earlier.
Yeah, Kebab, it's great. I enjoyed the game quite a bit. I was also happy when I completed it last year, but that was just mainly because there were other things I wanted to play. But there's so many different ways you can play that game. There's different characters that you can play as, which start in different areas, and you unlock more lore about the game and things like that. So yeah, really good. Really good. And they're still updating it, which is crazy.
Yeah, there was like a DLC recently, Downpour, I think.
Yeah. All right. Last but not least, if you were to recommend one game for Trell and I out of your list, and it could be two different games, it could be the same game for both of us, what would it be?
All right, for you, this was easy. For Wombat, for you, it's going to be Blueprints. Almost without hesitation.
I would probably even recommend that from what I've read and the reviews I've seen.
Yep, I would have to say Blueprints for you, Wombat. If you wanted an alternative that is maybe less like, oh, that was an obvious answer. What would I say? I just saw it. I would probably say, where the fuck did it go? I was just looking at it on my list. Well, now it's fucking gone. I don't know where the fuck it went.
Oh, Blueprints, as in like, I thought you said blueprints, like a blueprint of a building.
Well, that's why it's called that, actually. It's a play on the word, because you're exploring a manor and you're drafting the manor out as you play in a puzzly aspect. So that's why it's called Blueprints.
I love
that. Okay, I don't want to play it now.
For Trell, Nine Souls. Because I know he likes Metroidvanias. I know he likes high quality action games. It would be Nine Souls for him.
I was wondering if you're going to say that. Now, my rebuttal would be: would Nine Souls or Rain World be better?
For you, Nine Souls. And to be fair, I think Silksong is better, but I figure you would already play Silksong, so I don't really like. Yeah. I'm like, So I guess that I'm trying to give like the less obvious one. I would say Nine Souls.
Okay.
Nine Souls over Rain World, just because I feel like Rain World is a very fun experimental experience, but I don't know if it would grab you as well as it did myself or Wombat. I think you might not like the controls as much. But
Is
Nine
Rain World
Souls,
closer
I
to
think you would
Ori?
love. What was that?
Is Rain World closer to Ori?
Oh, Ori has way better controls. Rain World is more like of a puzzle. Like I got to figure this ecosystem out. Whereas Ori is just can you platform through the world, and it has a better story too. But yeah, well, that's not true. It's a more
Alright.
straightforward story. And
Yeah,
if I
Alright.
gave one more game as a backup game to Trell that is maybe less obvious, I would say because he likes Bloober Team, Chronos: The New Dawn was in a very, very good horror game that I think has some similarities to Dead Space, and also has some pretty fun psychological style horror that I think he would like a lot. So I would say that would be
Okay.
my runner up game for Trell.
I saw that trailer and put it on my wish list immediately when I saw that game.
It's so good. I do want to say one more real quick thing if there are no other questions, and this is actually a quick shout to Trell. I meant to say this game in the surprise list, and I forgot because alphabetically it was last. Vex was fucking fun. VEX. I
Yeah.
wasn't gonna play that. The only thing I knew about Vex was that Trell would meme it on the song because with "You don't know Vex," and I didn't know Vex, bro. I didn't know Vex. I'm gonna be honest. Vex is fucking fun. It's an old PS2, GameCube, Xbox game. All three of these motherfuckers, and it has some very fun levels. The game gives you like dormant hints on how you find like the collectibles, like the stars. If we're comparing it to like Mario, like the equivalent of the stars, and it has some really unique like stars to get, essentially like collectibles. I really liked it, so I meant to give that a shout too, and I forgot. Vex was dope. I gave it an 8. I thought it was gonna be like a mid, like 6.5 or 7. It was a great game.
Dude, honestly, like it is a sleeper in the PS2 era. I don't know why people don't talk about Vex. It was such a good game. I mean, I played it forever ago, but I'm glad that it still holds up now, even though you're playing it and it hasn't like really
Yeah,
aged poorly
I
or
have no
something.
nostalgia for that, and I've played many other platformers. I still think it's good.
That's great to hear. No, yeah, I saw it on the list. I was like, hey, there's my boy Vex. I can't believe that was this year
Yeah.
though. God, it's so. It feels like it was like forever ago.
All right. If there are no other questions, then I will finally stop talking about.
He
all these
yield the
random-ass
floor to
games.
Wombat.
I will. Isn't it you next, or is it
It's
Wombat?
Is it me
Trell
or-
next, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Charles' list is crazy.
Look at this. Look at this.
All right, so Charles' list is up. On the left, I have his normal games, and on the right, I have his hidden cat games.
Wait, why are you separating them? That's not alphabetical order.
They're both in alphabetical order now. Yeah.
So good. So is the grand total is 78 games then? Is that what I think that's what we
And
clocked it at.
32 of them are cat games.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that? What, you got a
No,
problem
I
with
just
cat games?
wanted. I was just counting them.
Well, I mean, they
Oh,
weren't
okay.
all cat games. Some of them.
No, you're right. Some are snails or something. I
snails.
think I saw in there.
Yeah.
Frogs.
No, Kabito, it's no
Dinos.
meme. This is for real. I've beaten my PB from last year, and I have also crushed. I think probably throughout the entire Discord server, all achievements gained in 1 year, for sure.
I don't doubt that. Do you know how many achievements you got? According to Steam, I got like I don't know. I have to go look. Do you know how many you got? Now I'm
Is there a way you
curious.
can see like
Yeah,
how
the
many in,
Steam
like, in a
summary
year?
for the year. Yeah.
Oh, but a lot of these have come out after too.
Oh, you
Although that after
been-
the
you've
deadline.
been-
I wish they updated it.
I
but,
do
okay,
too.
fair enough.
you've been playing these after the after the like in this month. So
Yeah, there was definitely a couple that got crushed in this month for sure.
okay,
Yep.
so before you talk about your list overall, I want to know what your thought process was over this year about your 100 cats thing. Like, is this like was this a burn that you did throughout the year and you're like, I'm going to do this throughout the year to get my numbers up? Or was this like a last minute, like, oh man, I'm going to fucking dunk on everybody by doing this? Like, what was your, let's get into Charles' mind for a second.
Yeah, that's a scary place to be. I think this goes probably way back. There was like a time on on the streams where Kirby, you had a song quiz
Yeah.
for me, and you showed it something, and it was very, very similar to one of the 100 cat games. And I thought at some point you might have saw like my Steam library or something like that. And I
That's
think
when you DM'd me. I remember you're like, do you know what the fuck game? Like, I remember this.
Yeah. So I was like, shit, do you know? And then you were like, no, what? And I was like, oh, okay, never mind. I was like, I'll just sit on that for a little bit. So
I
this has been cooking.
remember
This has been
that.
cooking all fucking year. Where I would just go and I would just chip away at it every once in a while. Like I was like, oh, I'll just play one of these. I'll just play one of these, and then all of a sudden it just kind of grew into this like long list of like, what did you say, 30 something? There was a
32,
couple.
32. In the
There's-
right column is 32 games. Yes.
So yeah, it's been. I was like, all right, because like, what did Z say? Z was like, I'm gonna go ahead and beat your PB just by one. I was like, okay. And so, so now, that's what happens when you think that you can just roll up on the big Troutster. You're going to get dunked on. You're sitting there and you're going to be talking big game of all these things. I've crushed my PB. He has no PB. He has small little tiny weenie PB. And then he's going to have the audacity to even try to have it immortalized. His participation trophy is now immortalized in poster form. So GG, you can always just look at that shame on the wall now. So, and I wish he was here because I would love to be dunking on him in real person. But yeah, that's pretty much. I was like, okay, I could just beat that record real quick with just chipping away at it throughout the year. And then there was a handful that were I threw out here in December. But that was my motivation. I was like, all right, I'll just casually do it, and if I don't, I don't. But it grew into this, and it actually worked out.
Okay, so would you say that this amount of work made this victory satisfying, or is this really feel?
Oh, hell
more...
yeah.
Of
Okay.
course, he doesn't. Are you serious? Of course.
Well,
him
yeah, because
correct.
correct.
That's the most
That's
satisfying thing
totally
you can
fine.
do.
I guess my thought process is like, so if I rolled up next year and my list was just the 100 cat games and the Rogue Scholars challenges and that's it, would that be a satisfying list to me? And the answer is probably not, right?
That's much. You are
Why do
a
I feel like I'm
dunker.
in like Wombat's counselor session or something? It's like, are you okay with
okay?
this? I'm like, yeah. Of course I am. Right?
Okay, yeah.
But I also want to go on record saying that I'm now retiring since I have gone back to back champion of crushing my game list in the minor leagues. I'm not in the same league as Kirby, so but I am now like back to
That
back.
is true. You've gone back to back PBs. I actually didn't beat my PB from last year. I can't even say that. Last
So
year I played
I'm officially retiring. So anyone that wants to just crush this record here on fourth, I don't care. I don't
I was
care.
even playing anymore. So
Yeah. I'm retired now. So
I'm retired.
How long on average do those games take to beat? 5 minutes,
probably
10
like
minutes?
less than 10 if they're like a complicated one. So let me get into it. All right. So
Yeah,
like
let's get into
the
this.
the 100 cat game, the 100 out of all the cat games, the 100 cat games are top tier. The hidden ones, dog shit. You don't want to
Oh,
play.
really?
Oh yeah, dude, yeah. Absolutely. So you got like, I felt like it really hit its prime around like the 100 funny cats, 100 dino cats. That stuff was good because there was all like kind of different aspects where you had to like scroll the map around even, and you would click them. You want the ones that actually highlight the cats, not the ones that make the cats disappear, because then you can see like the pockets of where you've actually been in. Dude, I can talk to you about 100 cat games all day long. I know which ones are the good ones. And then like the ones that are absolute like fucking like lower than low, Hidden Cats of Egypt. What a fucking piece of shit that one was. You don't.
Wait, why is that one so bad?
Go look at them at Steam reviews. I would dog on it too. It was fucking terrible. The hit boxes for the cats were all over the place. You click it and you wouldn't even get the cat. You had to sit there and spam around. It was so terrible.
Oh, you're right. Everyone hates this shit.
Yo, yeah.
God.
If you guys are looking for some really good top tier cat games, I'm your guy. I can help you out with that.
That's actually funny as fuck. Okay, I'm gonna save my questions for the end, but that's fucking hilarious.
All right, so now that the cats are out of the bag, let's talk about your left-hand list.
My list on the left, man. So obviously, the Rogue Scholar ones, King's Quest 6 and Blasphemous 2. I super appreciate both those games, even though I'm not like usually into the puzzly games. King's Quest 6 gave such memes and such laughter that I really loved that game. It was hilarious. Blasphemous 2 was also top tier. Finally, Kirby found a banger for me, so that was great to see.
I've got a good game lined up for you this year. I just want you to know that. Like actually good. Not Glover good, actually good.
Not Glover good. Yeah, no, I appreciated both of those ones. If I had to go and give, man, I forgot Elden Ring DLC was on here. Jesus.
I honestly forgot that was this year too until I saw you this. I'm like, oh fuck, that was this year.
And Corn was after I wrapped up Corn in this year.
That was the
Good
very
Lord.
first thing you did, I think. You're really good about tackling your challenge games right away.
Yeah, I think that rolled over into, or yeah, maybe I started or something like that. But man, I liked playing. I played a good handful of games off stream with Kayla, like Grounded, Dying
Yep.
Light, which I would never recommend anyone to punish themselves playing Dying Light. It's so bad. We just wrapped it up last night actually, so
Oh,
that was one
nice.
of my commitments. I was like, I knew I put it on my list. I was like, I have to finish this now. I've
Yep.
committed. But so we did that, and the last level of Dying Light was, as expected, a piece of shit. Um,
Wait, what's your final score of that game?
dude, 6.5, maybe 7. I don't know.
Okay. Just curious.
It's not enjoyable. It's so disjointed and it doesn't flow. And honestly, I think like Dead Island probably is more fun than Dying Light in some ways. Maybe because it doesn't have the parkour in it, that it was just more straightforward and it just
Yeah.
worked better. But oh man, Dying Light is. I'm triggering Kebab in chat too with Dying Light.
I see him.
Yeah. What would be my game of the year though? Out of this list, it would probably have to be. It could. Dead Space. It'd probably be Dead Space.
I was gonna say that's what I was expecting. I'm like, he's either gonna say Dead Space or he might say God of War, I guess. But
God of War was so good. I do want to get back in there because I know I only beat the main storyline. There's still like lots of stuff to do, like the Valkyries and stuff
Sure.
like that. And I do actually probably want to. I won't count that as like me beating all the Valkyries. It won't be like, oh, I beat the game again or something. It would just be
Yeah.
something that I just do all like as my own personal achievement thing or something. DK Tropical Freeze that needs a shout out. Elden Ring DLC again, that was great. Sometimes it probably overstayed its welcome, but God of War is great. Lego 2K Drive was good in the sense that I picked it up because I wanted a genre that I haven't played a lot of recently, and I have
There
not
we
played a lot
go.
of racing ones. So similar to you, that's why I got into it.
Yep.
And it was good. It was really easy, obviously. I will say that like there's some times where it was squeaky butt clenching for sure, where it was like rolling up in the end there because it has a Mario Kart-esque kind of thing where anything can happen and all of a sudden you're just going to lose that lead right at the end or something. So, but it was pretty fun. And then there was a couple of mobile games on here, like Retro Bowl, or maybe was that the only one? I can't remember. I have to look. But like I know last year I had quite a few more mobile games, so
Click
I
to
turned off of that
10.
and I went to the 100 Cats this year.
What's Click to 10?
Click to 10. Oh, Click to 10. Yeah, that's just a game where you just click to 10. It was good.
Okay.
Oh, and shout out to Fortnite as well. That one's not been on my list ever, and I finally have beaten Fortnite. So to me, beating Fortnite was similar to like when we included Call of Duty Warzone on our lists that one year or whatever, and that was just to get a victory royale, right? So I finally got a victory royale in Fortnite. So I was like, boom, claimed it.
Nice.
Okay.
GG.
GG on the Victory Royale then. I haven't done that, I don't think. No, I haven't. I've only played like one game and I lost.
Yeah,
I've only
hate-
played
I
like a
hate
handful of
Fortnite.
games, but I finally fired it up and it was like, hey, victory royale, I'm claiming it.
So I noticed The Witness is on the list. Wasn't that your challenge game from last year?
Come on,
Oh,
Wombat,
yeah,
you know what he
and
did.
I
Wombat,
appreciate
you know
that.
what he did.
I appreciate that, Wombat, because you've given me ammunition for this year, and you can go on there and you can beat that in like less than a minute. So it's really good.
Exactly.
I see.
I did not. Let me just be clear. I did not go and replay that whole game again. No, I'm just using it.
You beat the
just
beginning.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. I
Uh,
forgot about that. So you got one of the 2 achievements for The Witness. You haven't completed it yet.
I don't plan to complete it, but I rolled credits.
Very nice.
What else was on here that I wanted to call? Obscure. That was such a fun ride.
Oh man, that was an experience.
Man, that was. I know that I love some of the things that I have on here, like even me side or my side, however that's pronounced or something like that. The Fury demake, which was an evolution from the Fury thing that you gave me. That was quite a few years ago. And then even like some of the shout outs going back through here, like Dear Esther, that was also you Wombat that you were like, hey, I'm trying to stack my numbers. I was like, I'll stack along with you. I tried that game out. That was kind of crazy. There's a walking simulator in Scotland and such with a pretty wild storyline.
Yeah.
Cut to the core. I revamped that one back from the old from the grave, and that one's an easy one to beat to stack your numbers because you don't even have to play it. You just put it on and you just walk away.
Oh my god.
Came back and credits roll, and I'm like, hey, hell yeah.
The game
So
played
yeah.
you at that point.
So here we are, big 78, and I'm officially retired.
I like that you were. I like the GG no restrat. I gotta say, I
Yep.
respect that.
Yep.
I have a couple questions, unless you have more you want to say on your own first.
No.
What is Flicks and Chill? Is that like some weird Netflix dating sim game? What is this? I've never even heard of that.
Yes. Yes, it is. So it's a choice based. It's not a visual novel. It's just a choice based game where you go and you have to try to like be successful on your date. And you're like going in. I think the very first episode is all about like your girlfriend or date comes over and you have to just make the right options to basically get a kiss or whatever, and then you win. And then there's additional episodes as well where you're like doing a date at a coffee shop or whatever and stuff like that. So it's basically that. It was not fun.
Fair enough. And then I had two more questions. What was my? Oh, one. Wait, where'd that game just go? Oh, Minecraft Dungeons. Is that a game? Like, can you actually beat that, or is it you just played enough? You're like, okay, yeah, I'm good with it.
You
Because someone might
can
try
beat
to
it. So
Okay, I might try that.
there is like that Diablo style esque
Yeah.
kind of fighting. That you got the isometric top down.
Yep.
Yeah, it's got that going for it. It was not a bad game. I played it with the two kids. And that has its challenges because Sophie will just be off in a corner and you all have to be on screen. So we'll be getting attacked off screen and we're like, Sophie, move this way so we can see what's attacking us, please. And then Aiden would all of a sudden just be hogging the screen because if you go into an inventory and then everyone's waiting until you're done inventorying. So there was
Oh yeah.
a lot of those moments and it was a very painful experience, but we got through it. And there's a whole storyline. There's actually multiple worlds. I never went to one of the tropical I didn't go to all the biomes, and I never went to the end. I think I briefly went to the Nether, but following the main storyline, you can beat it. There's an actual story quest mode, and you roll credits. But then there's probably plenty more to do in that game. But we'll see if I revisit because it was also painful.
Got it. Fair enough. Okay, I was gonna say it's in decent. Like I like Minecraft very much. Obviously, like I'd try this if you could beat it. All right. Oh, actually, I lied. I have two questions. How was Her Story? I think that game's like actually good. I know it's short. I was gonna play. Is that fun? Her Story.
Actually, yes, that was
Okay, that's on my backlog.
that was a surprising one. That's not a very long one either, honestly. And that might have been what drew me to it. I think like when I first kicked off the year, there was a couple games that I banged out real quick. Like We Were Here with Kayla, 1 and 2.
Yep.
And then we Become What We Behold. I think there was another couple ones in here. Astro's Playroom. I was just like, let me just grab a couple ones and just like stack the numbers right out of the gate. Her Story
Yep.
was one of those, and that was actually surprisingly really good because it's like um, a detective kind of work that you got to do, and you're piecing together things, and you got to. It's a lot of just. I won't say more because it will spoil it, but
Fair.
you go through and you just kind of keep doing some detective work and keep asking questions and keep getting further answers, and then which will provide more questions, and you dig into it, and the storyline is actually kind of fun to to play along with. So I like it.
Okay, I'm gonna have to try that. My last question is, of course, your theme was nothing but bangers. Let's exclude the right column because everyone knows those probably aren't bangers. But do you feel like you were successful in your theme this year for the most part? Are you happy with how things went?
To be clear, 100 Dino Cats and 100 Alien Cats were bangers. The other
Oh, really?
ones-
Okay, so if I'm gonna try 100 cats, try those two. Got it.
Yeah, for sure. If you're looking for something on the 100 cat scene, those ones bangers. So as far as it goes for my theme for bangers, I did well enough, I think, to be satisfied with my theme. I fell really short of like completing the whole list, but hope my new theme, and this is part segue, but also not because Smallback's going to go next. But my new theme, I think, will help build upon this, so I can keep going with this theme and not just drop those. Because I do intend to play all those games that were on that list. So I'm okay with where I'm at. I wanted more, but I can live with where I'm at because I did get a chance to play a lot of things that have always been on my backlog that are highly recommended, that you guys recommended because you voted on that list. So I'm glad I got to experience a lot of those things.
Okay.
Okay, nice. I'm glad.
I have
Walnut,
two
you're up. Yep.
questions. One, how could you say that you've played nothing but bangers this year if 32 games out of your list are cat games?
To be clear, that it was on stream was
I
the
see.
bangers.
Okay, got it. Okay.
Off
'Cause
stream,
I'm
I
just
was just
asking what-
punishing myself.
and I'm just playing devil's advocate because I know that's exactly what Chad is asking right now, or at least what Z is screaming at the screen in the VOD. So I have to ask. Okay, now that that's out of the way, you played a lot of games with Kayla this year. Is there any of those multiplayer games that you thought were Kayla's favorite that she played with you, or that you both agreed were the best?
I mean, she really liked Dying Light. She would always want to. She would always ask me like, and I'm wrapping up my master's degree, so there was legitimate times where I was like, no, I can't. I gotta do homework and all that. But then there'd just be times where she's like, hey, you want to play it? And I was like, dude, I really don't. I was like, I hate that game. God, man, I don't know why. I don't know why that game absolutely sucks dick, dude. Oh man, but I got through it. So I would say that she probably likes that one, but I think that she would like Grounded more, and I actually really enjoyed playing Grounded with her, so that was fun. And in fact, we're pretty excited about gearing up Grounded too. So
Nice.
looking forward to that in 2026.
Nice. Cool.
She's already asked me too if she's like, would you actually be interested in playing Dying Light 2 with me? And I was like, okay.
I'll be real with you. I like Dying Light 2 less than 1, and I actually
Oh,
like 1. Maybe it'll be different for you. I like 2 less. I heard The Beast is good, but I don't like 2 as much.
dude. All right. Well, that looks fun. I had one question like for you, Kirby.
Yeah.
And that's kind of pointed to one of the things on my list. The only so going back to my theme, the only banger that I don't think was a banger was The Last of Us 1. And you just played
Right.
The Last of Us 2.
Yes.
Do you think I should play that next?
What? Okay, I say yes. So let me make sure I understand. The main reason you felt like The Last of Us 1 wasn't a banger is because, admittedly, your experience was janky, right? Did you have a problem
so
with the
glad that was
general like
captured in
combat or the
4K.
story? What was that?
I'm so glad that was captured in 4K, like,
Yeah.
so you guys could see it. Because there's no way I can actually say that game is a banger when how broken it was. I don't know what if I was playing the PS4 version on the PS5. If I got
Like I said, yeah, I didn't play the. I
Wit-
played the remaster. I didn't play the original, so I can't talk about that. I'll say this: I think that even though the story is a bit contentious in 2, that you would appreciate it, and I think the gameplay is just better overall. So I don't know if Last of Us Part 2 is buggy. The remastered version was not buggy. I can say that. I think it's worth checking out if you can play it either on a good sale or for free. I think that there's a decent chance you would still really like it, especially if you get to play the PC/PS5 version that is not janky.
Okay, so the PS2, the Last of Us 2 got ported to PC, right? And that's the janky
Correct.
thing. That is where it
Wait.
got janked.
I've only played Last of
Chaz
Us on
played Last of Us
PlayStation.
2 on PC, and he told me it was not janky.
I thought
So
I heard
I
that
think
the
the
port was bad.
PS4 version of The Last of Us 2 might have slight jank like your experience did with The Last of Us 1.
I played
Right.
Last of Us 2 on PlayStation 4, and I had no jank.
Okay, never mind.
Okay.
There's some confirmation there. That's good.
Okay, I the storyline and everything was all right. Funnily enough, because I think a lot of people would probably like say that it was like top tier, and that's what the whole main draw of it or something. I felt like it was good. It was a little bit slow at times and stuff like that. Sometimes I was like, you just get to the point. And also maybe there's like slight like zombie apocalypse burnout that I'm suffering, perhaps. But like
Sure.
that alone, was like I would like to go maybe check out the TV show, check out Last of Us 2, but the jankiness of it didn't like expecting a banger and getting jank was kind of jarring. I was like, I
Yeah, that's
definitely will
tough.
play it, but I'm not in a hurry to play it. If it was just like, here's a janky game, I'd probably been like, all right, cool, because I do like janky stuff. It was just funny, like when I'm trying to focus on bangers this year, I was like, this is not a banger.
It's
So
like if you're
in the sense
drinking
of it's
from
a
it was like if you're
from
drinking from a cup and expecting milk and getting orange juice, right? Like,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly that. So I mean, I will play it, but I probably will be going in thinking like, here we go again, kind of thing, rather than like, give me a banger, and then maybe I'll enjoy it more.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all about the
Yep.
mentality sometimes. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you liked your Rogue Scholars games. King's Quest 6 was like one of my childhood faves, so I'm glad that you enjoyed it for what it was. And it got so many memes. It was crazy.
Oh my
Girl in the
gosh.
Tower is a banger, and I listen to it frequently. I just want to say that.
I was singing that around the
Whoa, wait a
house.
minute.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Whoa, wait a minute, dude. It was so good.
Man, what a ride.
All right, anything else from you, Tro, for your list?
No, real quick, I guess the ones that another one that I threw in there last minute was Mom Hid My Game. Have you guys played that one?
No,
I
I
saw
actually
that.
good
I
point. I
was
haven't even
wondering what
heard of
that
that.
was.
It's a funny. I think it might only be on the Switch or something like that. It's a really quick one, but it's a Sophie was actually playing it, and she came up to me. She's like, "I need help," and I was like, "What is this game?" And all of a sudden, it literally your mom's hiding your video game console, and you have to find it, and it's pretty funny. And I would say that was a quick one to just bang out. Go check that out.
Okay, I'm gonna add that to my list. I'm gonna add that and then 100 Alien Cats, just because I want to try one of the 100 Cats games.
Yes.
All right, one bet you're up.
All right. Yeah, I was just reviewing the list real quick, seeing if there's. No, I think I'm good. All right. All right. Check out this list.
Let's
No needs a
go.
squint for my list, folks. All right. So, I think I had a total. I think it was somewhere around 15, 16 games. Let's see. What do I have on this list? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah,
Oh,
16.
detective.
Yeah. So, for me, this year's theme was, of course, the long and short of it. So, ultimately, the goal was to play a bunch of long games, and I did. They just took much longer than I thought they would, so I had to play catch up at the end. I'm glad I added the short of it because otherwise I would have only had a couple games on this list. Period. Um,
Oh man.
but some things that are not. So starting off, I did finish my 4-year D&D campaign,
That's huge.
Congrats on that.
which was a big win. It was actually really sad too because I really part of me didn't want that campaign to end because when I started it, there was somebody who was going to be a player in that game that passed away from COVID uh, days before we were going to start. So I was like, I don't really want this to end because it means that it's that's ending, right? So
Yeah.
that sucked. But it was a really good ending. Briar, who's Queen of Brambles here in the chat, was a guest star
Yep.
for quite a few of the episodes there. Much more than either of us thought she was going to be in, but had a lot of fun with that. Um, so yeah, all good, and that's all in my video VOD list, so you can watch that whole campaign if you want. It's like somewhere around 80 episodes. So
Oh
yeah.
wow.
um, let's see. So yeah, the big games that I played this year were Tears of the Kingdom, which I did not finish. Cyberpunk 2077, which I did not finish. I'm more than likely going to be finishing Cyberpunk before the end of the year. I'm currently working
Ooh.
toward the end of the DLC, and I have one mission left in the base game for the story. Apparently, so I'm close. If I don't beat it at the end of this year, it'll be the very beginning of next. But it will be done. Tears of the Kingdom, just like Breath of the Wild, is the long haul, right? That's gonna take a while because of how I play those
Yep.
games. But the
He's
map,
doing the whole map thing, stuff like that
yeah,
again.
the map
Okay.
is done except for the icons, so that's definitely a big win. I worked on that, and I'm gonna talk about the elephant in the room. My year did not go as expected in many ways, due to real life situations. First of which being Twitch totally screwing me over when it came to my all my VODs needing to be ported over to YouTube.
That was this year?
That was
Right?
February 19th. They announced it, and then it took 2 months to port everything over to YouTube and download everything and all that stuff. It took 2 months where I didn't stream. I did that every night instead of streaming until it was
That's
done,
wild.
except for playing through Monster Hunter and the D&D campaign. So those two things kept me active on Twitch, but for the rest of it, I was literally just until I think about May, June. Because I was still, after I poured everything to YouTube, I still was organizing and changing things and making sure everything was good. Um, there was a lot of things that I had to do quickly so that it didn't get deleted, and then I had to make sure it was in order. So
Right.
it was a huge process. I don't want to talk about it too much because it's fucking triggering. It took forever, and it was like a waste of time, right? It was stuff that I already had done, and then I had to do it again. So I ended up coming back, and I'm like, I don't really want to play Tears of the Kingdom right now. I want to play something new, so I started Cyberpunk 2077 at that point. But the long games that I beat, we beat Monster Hunter Worlds this year, and then we beat Monster Hunter Iceborne, which is the DLC for Monster Hunter Worlds. I have them both in there because Iceborne is quite a big time commitment. That it's not its own game. It's obviously part of Monster Hunter Worlds. You keep the same items, and you move over, and you can go back and do Monster Hunter Worlds content. But the achievement list, the amount of time, the differences between the two. Even in YouTube, there's a different category for Monster Hunter Worlds and Iceborne, so I counted it. Even though I beat both this year, right? That's why those are both on the list. And then a lot of the rest of the games, I think the only other longer game that I played was Hollow Knight Silksong, which
Let's go.
which was an appropriately long enough game to match my original theme, which was I
I agree
wanted to
with that.
do one game a month for all 12 months, right? Silksong took a month to complete. Um, so I really enjoyed Silksong quite a bit. It did take pretty much all of spooky season to do. I skipped spooky season in favor of Silksong. Um, I would say that there is spooky enough elements that I'm not going to count it as a spooky game, but it hit the itch of spooky season in some ways. Um, but I think I enjoyed Silksong more than Hollow Knight. Um, though I think both are contenders, and I'd probably go back and forth on that some. I like Hollow Knight for its um, tight little bow. Right, it did everything well, and it's very tight game. Right, you know what I mean. Silk Song is it, it it does everything Hollow Knight does. There's just a lot more of it. Um, and I don't want to go too far into that because obviously not everybody in this stream has played through it, but I would like
Yeah,
to do a Hollow
Kirby's
Knight.
close. He's
My
close.
bad. I'm almost done. I'm almost done.
Yeah.
I'm on the last part.
Well,
Yeah.
when Kirby's finished Hollow Knight Silk Song, uh, I would like to do a stream on that, a podcast on Silk
Okay.
Song, if I can still remember what happened at that point.
Write your notes down.
But yeah, the rest of the games on this list were shorter games I completed. So I'm just gonna say this: the games I've mentioned so far, D&D, Silk Song, Monster Hunter, Worlds and Iceborne, uh, those were the only games on this list when December hit. Everything else came in December.
That's so funny to me that you doubled essentially your length just
More
by
than I quadrupled it.
Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah, you're
Because
right.
I'm at 16. I was at
Oh yeah.
4. So
First question I have is, if you had known about 100 Cat Games, would you?
no, I wouldn't have. And here's the reason why. And so these were all games that I already had. Okay. If I added 100 Cat Games to my backlog and then beat
Right.
it, I'm not adding anything except for a number to how many games I've beaten or completed. Right? Does that make sense?
Yep. Because you're pretty adamant about lowering your backlog away. So
Correct.
yep.
Yeah. So
I get it.
my first goal when I came into December was like, okay, I got 15 games over the course of this year, either gifted to me or that I bought. I need to at least even that out, and
Yeah.
I did that. So I have 15 plus one here, and actually D&D isn't on my list for my backloggery, so I'm at even. So if I beat Cyberpunk, I'll be plus one for the year.
Oh,
Um,
congrats.
There you go.
but I didn't want to drop into the negatives because for the last 3 or 4 years, I've gone positive. I've been reducing my backlog every year by at least one game.
Yeah.
More than that usually, but I'm hoping next year, with my new theme, I'll be able to, and hopefully with no issues happening. I like
Yeah,
YouTube's like, oh, we're not gonna let you host that many videos either.
Oh my god.
that'd be huge.
At that point, I'm done. I'm done saving videos. I'll just keep them on my computer and watch them myself. But because there's no other option, right? It's so I'll be out. Um, so yeah, I am officially at I think 50% in my backlog. In backloggery, I can check that real quick.
Yeah.
52.3% are unplayed. So I'm almost at the halfway point of my backlog being done.
So big elephant in the room is the last Aura crew or Ori crew.
Yeah,
I know you guys haven't like said it, but I'll just go ahead and be like, say it. You're welcome, because I gave you guys some well earned bro hangout sessions. So just wanted to go
Big
ahead and
Ilvar, you
thank
fucked the last work crew.
on behalf of you guys. Just thank me for giving it to you guys. So you're welcome.
I thought that the last Aura crew was an interesting one because not only did Trell get to dunk on Kirby himself, but he got to dunk on Kirby through me too. Um,
Which is
because
crazy that he acts like I've done the most heinous shit ever by giving him Glover, and then like, come on, dude.
But it was a unique experience. That was my theme.
Oh, it
I
was
gave you
unique.
Majestic Knights and the Aura crew. I was like, come on, like have you guys ever played games like that before?
Or crew
Yes.
at least had some fun.
I-
Fuck Majestic Knights. Or crew had some moments that were good.
so the last Aura crew, I've played plenty of games like the last Aura crew because it borrowed, stole.
But with Kerbo?
But what do you mean? But with Kerbo? Oh, yeah. Of
The
course
co-op,
I have. Yeah, any game that you can play with somebody else, or um, any game that you can play and also talk to that other person, uh, is basically what Last Aura Crew does. I could have Kirby in my call while I'm playing through a game, and it would essentially be the same experience.
But it was
Yeah,
so
dude, I'm with the main player only shit, dude.
Yeah, because Kirby couldn't do shit. He didn't even get achievements.
I
But
didn't. I
I
don't even
like
know if I
that.
technically beat the game.
I like that it was putting you in a waiting room the entire
It
time.
literally did. It was so crazy. I couldn't talk to NPCs. I couldn't go through certain doors. I couldn't activate certain bosses.
Very good.
It was an interesting game. We pretty much were able to spin the win any boss, and then
was
the
hilarious.
last boss was just insta kill or win. Like 2 hits and the final boss is dead. Um, But the
I
first
can't think
hit,
of a better
it
way to
takes
end
you
that
back
game
to the
though.
beginning of the level, and then you have to go through the whole level again to get the second hit.
Ah!
Um, so it was talk about falling through the floor like in Kong. That happened quite a bit in the last Ore Crew as well. Kirby kept falling to his death, but never dying.
It was so
He'd have
good.
to leave the game and come back in order to come to be back on solid Earth. It was very interesting.
Honestly, it looked better than Dying Light. Honestly, though, to be, and then that's probably
I,
honest.
I'd say that the gameplay was fine. The worst part for me was the dialogue. Felt so um I don't know, the voice acting just didn't do it for me. Like it felt like they were really trying to be funny. You know how like there's this guy at the party who's trying to be funny and saying all these jokes and everybody's
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
just politely laughing. Turn that into the dialogue of this game and that's what it is.
I don't think they had an editor for the dialogue. It seems like someone just came up with something and they were like, "Yeah, this works." Slap it in there, and it's like, did anyone really
Yeah, this
do
works.
this? They're like outside opinion of like does this punchline slap, or I think it was just kind of like, oh, okay, wild.
Yeah. So that was
The
interesting.
ending credit sequence was the best
The-
part about that game.
correct.
And the
Yes,
last
it
boss.
was.
I actually really like the last boss.
The the last boss with the two hits.
Yeah, that thing was great. That was the janky, most shittiest boss ever. That's exactly what I wanted.
Okay. All right. All the achievements are based around like decisions that you make. So if you want 100% the game, you'll have to play it through multiple times to get the other decision trees.
Are you going to?
I've actually worked through some of the game to get some of the other ones. Yeah, because I
You're
generally
insane.
try and complete.
Kirby's legitimate concern on his face.
Yeah, are you okay? Like, that's the worst.
listen, Kirby. I 100%ed fucking Grass Cutter. This is nothing.
Yeah, what is wrong with you?
I don't know. That's one thing I can always count on if I'm going to give Vomit a game. I'm like, man, this would suck to play it through multiple times. Perfect.
Great, thanks, Trell. Yeah, but I mean, it was a game. We played through it. It was fun playing something with Kirby. It was actually less janky than Halo Infinite because I couldn't
Oh,
play.
God.
I couldn't play Halo Infinite with Kirby. I had to play
Yeah,
with
'cause it
somebody
kept
else.
desync crashing us. It was crazy.
So yeah, better than Halo Infinite. You heard it here, folks.
Yup.
My other Rogue Scholars game was Animal Well, which was fucking fantastic, really great.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
it was really good. I 100%ed that one as well.
What was your final score of that? I've been interested in it, but
I think I gave it a 9.5.
ooh,
It's so good.
it's a high one. So
I
is
gave
it
it
a
a 9.
banger?
But
Yeah, it's a
It was
banger.
banger.
It's a banger.
Oh
so good.
shit, it's a banger.
I don't know if you care about the puzzles as much as Wombat and I did, but
Was Blueprints a banger, Kirby?
oh, 100%. That game's I have a so maybe I'll say one thing about it. It's RNG, like it's a roguelike in a way where you don't know if you're gonna be able to draft the manner in the same way every time. So there will be times where you know how to solve a puzzle, or at least you think you do, but you can't try it because the game doesn't give you what you need to either to access the puzzle or to try your solution, and that can be frustrating near the end. But for the most part, it's not a big deal because there are so many puzzles you can always just roll with whatever the game gives you. But there will be times near the end where you want to try something specific and you can't because you get bad RNG, and that's my biggest complaint. But I still think it's a banger, and I love the game.
Okay, interesting.
Since I only have a
It's
few,
very good and very worth playing.
since I only have a few games, I'm just gonna kind of bang them out here. So Juggler's Tale, nice side scroller game where you're playing a puppet, and the story is being told by a juggler, so like a bard, and he's the
Yep.
one kind of controlling you on strings. Pretty cool game. So what happens when things go wrong in the story? Animal Well, really good kind of 2D platformer with a lot of puzzles based off of items. Very interesting. Carrion was my Secret Santa from last year. I didn't get to play because of the crash, the Great Twitch crash of 2025. So I didn't participate in Secret Santa this year because I owed it, and I didn't want to be greedy and get another Secret Santa until I've gotten appreciated the gift that I got. Karen was actually quite fun. You're playing an anti-hero of a blob that eats things, and your job is to proliferate and grow and eat more things. So very good. Dear Esther was the first walking simulator ever. It was a Half-Life mod back in the day that they turned into a full-fledged game. Uh, Not only is it a interesting story, it's short, so Trell played it, and if you play through it again, there's also a director's commentary where you can find like director's commentary video plays, and it'll talk about how they developed it, which I found really interesting from the game maker side of me. Um, Frog Detective was a quirky little detective game, which is basically a bunch of fetch quests. There's a second
Yep.
one
Was it
apparently.
fun?
I thought it
There's
was
three of them, right?
hilarious. I it was fine. It was fun. Um, it was a
I'm gonna
good.
have to try.
I think it was
I oh
45 minutes. I that was that day I did two games in one stream. So
okay.
uh, we've talked about Silksong. Momodoro was actually something I thought would be better than it was. It's still fun, but I think Momodora Reverie of the Night is a much better game.
It
I've
is. It really is. I wholeheartedly agree with that. Sorry, but I
um,
agree.
it's a lot more fleshed out. Momodora is just bare bones platformer, and most of the bosses you can just kind of spam to kill. I beat that game as the other side of Frog Detective. So that was the first game I beat that stream. Momodora 3, if you're looking for just a quick side scroller, that's a fine one to play. Monster Hunter Worlds and Iceborne I really have been enjoying. We're still playing through certain aspects of the end game, still seeing new monsters. There's a lot for that game to give. It is grindy, but sometimes that hits the itch and sometimes it doesn't, depending. But Briar has taken me through it, and Bestro has just uh, come on board. We've lost a couple folks along the way in the playthrough, but we have just added our third again with Bestro. So looking forward to more of that in the new year. Planet of Lana, I really liked. They just announced the sequel for it. That Planet of Lana is kind of in keeping with the kind of game I want to build and make someday. With
Hmm.
my idea in terms of the way the gameplay is. Not the theme, but like just how the gameplay is very similar to what I like. So it was a great kind of like look into like how I'd want to accomplish a game. Um,
I like
Planet,
stuff like that where you get inspiration. It's good.
yeah, Planet of Eyes is a another platformer where you're a little robot on a planet and you're trying to get to the end of it. Also, kind of a similar theme to like Juggler's Tale and Planet of Lana, where it's you go left to right and jump up and down between different platforms and things like that, but more puzzle esque. Planet of Eyes less puzzly, but there is still some puzzles. And then Viewfinder, the most puzzliest of my list this year.
Fun
Um,
game.
really fun game. You're basically manipulating the environment based off of images that you turn into 3D, and then utilizing those images to solve the puzzle. So it's kind of like The Witness. In some ways, the environment feels very similar to The Witness's environment, but it
No,
is
I'm not playing
different. What was that?
it. So, no, I guess I'm not playing it then.
Uh, well, I mean, in terms of like what's the things that they used to make the game, the assets felt very similar to the Witness.
Oh,
Not
Okay.
okay.
not not the Witness its gameplay itself. The gameplay loop's very different.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do agree. Looks like it's in like that same world
Yes.
as like the so to speak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And jokes aside, I did the actual gameplay loop with like the finding the picture things and stuff like that. It was intriguing enough when I saw it. I probably would give it a go. But are the puzzles of the same caliber or difficulty as the Witness?
I would
I think they're
say
easier.
it's easier. Much
Yeah,
Okay.
easier.
agreed.
I'm
Um,
intrigued again.
I would say it's more akin to like Portal in terms of like you're in a three-dimensional environment and you're trying to solve the way out. Um, or like
Okay.
um, Talos Principle, which I don't think you've played. So
I have played that.
you have played the Talos Principle?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That game's good. When'd you play that?
I played that yesterday. I tried it.
Really? Okay. I don't think you're telling the truth, but okay.
Okay, hold on. I'll put it in
You
my.
tried it.
Hold on. Here we go. Boink in Discord, right here. Or I'll put in viewer streams.
Or were you trying
That
to
works.
find another like quick ending or something like that?
Nope. I just wanted to make sure that I do have it. I have played it. You guys can't give it to me. It's my
I don't want
defense.
to give you this fuck ass game. Also, to be clear, the rule is if you already own it, you didn't have to start it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just I just wanted to make. I was making doubly sure. I was doubling down. So,
That's fair.
but there, defense.
All right.
God, look at your guys' faces right now.
No, because here's my thing.
What-
Do you
what-
own this game or did you play it through me?
I don't know. I have it. It's on my computer. I
You
own
don't
it.
fucking own this. That's a bullshit
I-
strat. To be clear. If you don't own the game, it's still open. Just so you know.
No, it's on my computer. What is ownership, Kirby? Define
All right, hold
ownership.
on. Well, tell me if it's still in your library in 10 seconds. There we go. If it's still in your library, then we can say that that it's,
It's
an
still there.
illegal
I
game.
see it.
You can play it right now.
Yeah,
Okay, start it up.
I am. Look at it. Talos Principle.
If you actually own it, fair enough. But I don't know if you do. Yeah, that's what I thought. You can't. You're not. Listen, I'll let you do some cheese shit, but you're not using my library to cheese yourself out of games.
What do you-
To be clear,
what do you
I
mean?
swear on my games library, I'm not giving you this game. I don't know if Wombat was, but we're not using this as a cheese strat. That's what you need to know.
Look, you guys are just being little salty sandies right now.
I don't give a shit. I don't even know if it's an option. I promise on everything in the world, this is not what I had planned for you, but I'm not letting you use my library to get out of games.
Well, this is a good segue into our next section, which is so every year Kirby, Trell, and I challenge each other to games. We gift each other a game that we have to play in the new year. And it used to be that each one of us would like direct at one person. So it would be like Kirby gave me a game, I'd give Trell a game, Trell would give Kirby, or vice versa. But we decided we don't want to put the chance. We're going to give each other, like all three of us are going to get games from each other. So that's what we've been doing for the last couple of years. And then we also choose one game that all three of us own or will own that we'll play together and then do a stream about specifically. Last year was Blue Fire. Since we did a stream about that 2 weeks ago, we didn't really talk too much about that today, and that's okay.
Yep.
But let me move screens back over so that because we're not talking about games no more. So I guess we're gonna start with Trell. We decided, right?
We can draw a structure, but wait. Before we do
Okay.
that, can I know what your theme? Can we say what your themes are for next year?
Oh, sure,
just in
yeah,
case it's
let's
relevant
talk
to the
themes.
I assigned?
So I'll go first. My theme for next year is I've been getting around to that. I want to get around to that.
Okay.
I've been meaning to play that. I think it was the wording that I used. So games that I have either held off on playing for a while or always wanted to play, but hasn't fit a particular theme because I've had some pretty stringent themes like retro games or like puzzle games or adventure games. So there's been a lot of games that I haven't gotten around to. So there's a few things that I want to make sure I accomplish with this. One, any game that I play is a game that has been on my list, not specifically um, to any theme, but also like that means that if I'm buying a game this year, it's a game I'm going to play this year. So anything that I
Okay.
buy, it in the Steam sale for the end of the year, I'm planning to play for next year. Will I get around to it?
Yep.
Well, there's a lot of games that I have that I've been meaning to play, so probably not. But I'm hoping to get all the games that I buy this year beaten, at the very least. So
Okay, I like that theme. That should help, and it goes well with your tackling your backlog type
For
deal. Like
sure.
your
Yeah.
numbers on. Yeah.
I do like that.
I have no theme, just to be clear.
That's
Not
why I
even-
went first.
Do you have a genre that you're looking to gear up?
I'm going between RTS games. So
Ooh.
like not StarCraft. Like I want single player ones. So things like Company of Heroes or Age of Mythology or Age of Empires or Tempest
Commandos?
Rising, Command and Conquer, stuff like that. Because I never play those. It's gonna be that or some fighting games that I can play single player for the most part. Because those are probably the two genres now that I've gotten rhythm out of the way that I don't play very much. It's probably gonna be RTS. We'll see, but that's what I'd like to do right now, I think.
Okay,
Nice.
that'd be kind of cool. My theme this year is going to be a bingo card. So I had ChatGPT draw me up a bingo card of all the things that different genres, and I'm still kind of playing with it to get it like to be like I'm trying to make a whole pool of genres, and it's just going to generate one for me, and then I'm going to have Nightbot Command or whatever just to be like give me the cell block or whatever, like B2 or whatever, and then I got to play that. So I'm going to try to see if I can get bingo throughout the year.
That's pretty. I like that. That's very creative. I got to give you props for that. That sounds very fun.
Yeah, so my goal is to hit I guess my theme is or my goal is to get bingo. So we'll see how far I get.
I like that. Is there a free space or no free space?
There will be a free space, yes, in the middle.
Okay.
I still have to play the game to occupy that free space, but it should just be an open genre, whatever. I can just
Wherever
do
you
it.
want to throw in there. Okay, I like that.
So
Nice.
it would be like, if I all of a sudden get like, I won, and it's like Souls like, okay, I got to play a Souls like to actually then complete that cell or whatever. So that's how it's gonna go.
I'm a bit like I'm not big on themes, but that's a very fun theme.
And then I mean, like I could just have it once I get it like ironed out. I could probably have it generate multiple cards, and we could all have different cards or something. Like maybe make like a new channel in Discord so everyone's got their card. If you guys want to play along.
Yeah, I'm down with that. I mean, we could either replace the 2025 Nothing But Bangers challenge or just make a new channel if you want to keep that immortalized. But either way, that sounds fun.
All right.
Very nice. All right, now Walnut, sorry, we can go back to assigning our games. I don't actually need to say we have to force Trell to go first. If there's a fun RNG way of doing it, I'm open to it. But I swear,
Even though
fuck
he
to
like
God.
leaked out like confidential information.
Shut the fuck up! Oh my God.
So good. Do you want me to go first?
I do. As a personal, selfish reason, yes. That way I can know what I'm in for. But I have a good game lined up for you. I'm not trying to do it to you.
Yeah,
Alright.
nothing you say, Trell, is going to be changing what I have picked.
All right. Let me go into here. So to be clear, Kirby, you were open to things other than Steam games.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
cool with contraption games because it have to be a contraption because I don't have a capture card. I don't want to buy one. But yes, I am.
Okay. So on that note, if contraption games, this one would probably just be you going out and getting it for free. But then like, well, I want to work with you, and then we'll pick like a charity of your choice, and I can just donate
Sure.
or whatever to it. So that way, at least I'm spending the money still or whatever. I want you to play Mega Man Legends.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll play that. I don't even need to look that up. Sick.
Very good.
I don't know what's gonna happen to me. I've played it when I was younger. I've not beaten it, so I'm and it has a fun like Apple Mart theme. All right, yeah, Mega Man
So
Legends. Let's do it.
Kirby, just to clarify, you've played it, but you don't own it.
No, I don't phone it physically anymore. I have
Okay.
played it when I was younger, though.
All right.
Very good.
I know what you're
You
getting at.
And then for Wombat, I would like you to play Abe's Odyssey.
Abe's
Oh, I like that
Odyssey.
game.
Let me look that game up real quick.
It's on Steam.
Well, yeah, of course it's on Steam because I said no.
Oh yeah, I
contraction.
forgot that you. Yeah.
Abe's Odyssey. Oh, Oddworld. Fuck yeah! I've never played Oddworld. I've been meaning to play that game.
See a little bit. We're in his theme
Very
already.
nice.
Sweet.
Very nice.
Very good.
Okay, this looks janky. This is the jankier one. This is gonna be good. Cool. Oh wow.
See?
Yeah, you picked a good time to get it. That's 89 cents for you.
Is it really that low?
Yeah, it's 89 cents.
Hell yeah! Look at that.
Nice. Oddworld. Very cool.
Just see how happy I made you guys just now.
Yeah.
I don't remember how I feel about Mega Man Legends, but I'm excited to try. I like Mega Man. I'm sure that you know something I don't.
Have you
but-
played either of these, Trell?
I've played both of them.
Cool. Are they games
Have
from
you
your
beat Mega Man
childhood?
Legends?
They are games from my childhood. Yes.
Nice.
I can't wait to see Lego Hat Men running around.
All right.
Woman, do you want to go next or me? That was quick. That was easy.
Yeah, that was easy. What's going
What
on
do you
here?
know? What do you know?
I'm happy you guys are happy.
Oh my god. What's gonna happen to me? All right, Wombat, you go, then I'll go last.
Okay. All right. So Kirby.
Yes.
I'm going to be giving you this bed we made.
Oh, I know that game. Yeah, let's do
it's
it.
on your wish list. I'm
It
going to
is.
be playing it first thing next year, so we'll be playing it together.
Like it.
And then we can talk about it. But this bed we made, for those of you who don't know, is a game where you are a cleaner at a hotel and happen upon a murder, and you are the only one that can solve it because of your role, because you can go into people's rooms. So.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This bed we made.
It's only like 5 hours. That's so good.
Yeah. So that way you can play it on stream and stuff. It'll be fun.
Yeah, I gotta finish fuck ass Shenmue, but that's a complaint for another time. Anyway.
Well, that'll give me time to play it first, and that way I can watch you play it. Trell, for you, and you can deny it if you like, is the Talos Principle.
No way.
I knew he was. But I've actually played it, and I have it in my Steam library.
You
do
don't
not.
anymore.
And not only that, but he's hidden his game library on Steam while during stream so that we can't check. But I took a screenshot before posted it. He doesn't have it. So
Oh my god. You fucking
so
whiny
I mean,
ass
but
dude.
you have the deny button. If you want to deny, I can give you a different game if you'd like.
I was so nice to you. I
But
gave
the
you.
Talos Principle. So let me give you some background. The Talos Principle. There are a few things. One, I really enjoy Talos Principle quite a bit. And if you like Portal and things like that, Talos Principle, it definitely hits that itch, and it has some humor and some references to other games. And you might find some help from Kirby or me along the way within the game, and that's all I'm saying about it.
The Talos Principle.
It's 15
over?
hours, I think.
It was 15 hours for me actually. Yeah, 15.9. But
Gross.
So, feel free to tell me yes or no.
I'll take it.
You sure?
well, Wombat, you know what he hasn't played? He hasn't played Talos Principle Reawakened. There's the new version. He hasn't played that
What is
one.
that?
Just in case- Oh yeah, you know that that's the new version actually.
Hold on.
It's
Is that
20
like?
bucks. It's
Is that
50
just a
bucks, actually.
remaster or?
Remastered with some new puzzles and stuff. And so you've never actually even played that one for even a nanosecond. So that's crazy.
So you'll take it. You want to?
Just to make sure we're clear
That's
on
why I
that.
did the defense move because I knew he was going to do this.
Well,
I knew
so-
Wombat was going to do this one to me.
Listen. You can always deny if you want. Absolutely.
No, I'll
sure?
take it because the next one's probably going to be fucking worse.
I'll even give you a hint at the next one. The next one is from my childhood, and I really enjoyed it.
No, because it's going to be
And
King's Quest 5 or some shit.
I-
I'll take Talos Principle.
Okay.
I'm dying.
I wasn't even doing it to roll on you. I thought Talos Principle was a good pick. I thought you'd like it. and then when you said, "Oh, I played Talos Principle," I was like, "What? But how?"
I could tell. I knew it. Like I had suspicion that you were going to give that to me this year. And then when I said it, I confirmed it when you were like, "What? Huh?" I was like, "Yes, I'm in there. Fucking defense." And then Kirby's sitting here just working against me. He leaks on me. He doesn't
You can't
defend
cheat
me
like that.
You're a fucking little bitch, dude.
You don't get to cheat with my Steam library. That's bullshit.
What is
Listen,
it-
I support the cheese. I support. Listen, 100%. I love Z. He's my bro. The counter dunk you pulled from the shadows is fucking hilarious. Okay, I'm not gonna pretend like that's not a big dick move because it is. But you gotta draw a line somewhere. You don't get to use my library and be like, oh, I already own all these games.
and
Come on, man.
And Trell, truth where truth is being told, I can't give you King's Quest 5 because I gave you King's Quest 6.
Oh, it
Because
was like
all
the
7
the
are
collection.
in the same pack. So I had to choose the best one when I assigned you that. Because I bought you 7 games that year. Not just
That's
one.
true. That is
Wow, what a homie.
Yeah, seven games. I gave you 7 games, but I only made you play 1. So that was my see, I could have said, no, you've got to beat all 7 of them. That's I
that
gave
would
you
be
7.
greedy, and I'd be like, no, you roll credits once, you get it all.
Right. So no, yeah. I think you'll like Talos Principle, and if you don't, I'm
I think
sorry,
I won't like Talos Principle, but here we are.
But if you had another game potential, so if you don't want to play Talos Principle, let me know before I get it for you, because once I get it for you, I'm not getting you a second game.
I do hate puzzles. They're the worst, man.
Talos Principle is so good.
It's really good.
God. But the Witness Quern. Oh god, you guys, this is like my running theme now. It's so fucking bad. I'm just gonna go and beat all the.
I'll tell you right now,
Fucking
none of the games
puzzle
I've
games.
lined up for you are puzzle games. Have I ever even given you a puzzle game? Don't put me in this group.
No, actually, I don't have to beat them. I'm just gonna go purchase every single puzzle game right now, and then I own them, and that's my ultimate defense move. I don't care.
There
if
we
it spends
go.
$100
There you go.
bucks.
That's fine.
Doing it.
Now that you've accepted Talos Principle, I can reveal that the second game was not a puzzle game.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't bought it for me yet, so actually, no. I'm just kidding.
All right. Anything else before I go then?
Nope, you're good.
All right, Wombat, I'll start with you. This is a game that I thought that you would enjoy since I got it assigned to me. Like not for Secret Santa or whatever, but for not for Rogue Scholars, but for Secret Santa, is Islets, a fun, cute little Metroidvania
cool.
that I liked a lot. I'll
Yeah.
post it in chat too. If you don't like it, then obviously you can change it up. But I thought it was very, very good.
I'll take it. Absolutely.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Did Nikos play that one?
Maybe he did. Tony actually
Tony
gave it to
gave
me,
it
which
to
is crazy.
Kirby, yeah.
But Nick Austin have also played it at some point in his life. Doesn't say he has on Steam, but that's okay. All right.
So you're
Trout.
out here just giving regurgitated stuff? Cool. That's cool.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I am. It was good. It's a good experience.
So you leak stuff, you regurgitate. No, I'm just kidding.
This game for you is not regurgitated. And I'll admit, I'm going to preface this by saying I don't know how much you'll like this game. To be clear, I'm not giving it to you thinking that you're going to get wrecked. You once mentioned before, I thought your theme might be to try series that you've never tried before. And so, copy this. My first game that I will assign to you, if you're interested in it, is the very first Metal Gear Solid. Because I loved it. There's a Steam version. I'll
Ooh.
send you that version. It's like 10, 12 hours. It's a stealth game, which I know historically have not been your favorite, but I think the voice acting and the narrative holds up. You can veto it, and if you veto it, I'm not going to be a dick. To be clear, my veto backup option is not me being an asshole. But if you think, yo, this sucks ass, I don't want to try it. My goal here is to get you to try a new series you haven't tried. There is no hidden ulterior motive. It's just a series that you haven't tried. Maybe you like it, maybe you don't.
Okay. Is there Metal Gear and then there's Metal Gear Solid? There's two different.
Correct. Don't play Metal Gear. That game sucks dick. Holy fuck. Metal Gear 2 is good. Metal Gear 1 is not good, and I wanted to die. So those are the first two games in the series on the NES or the MSX or something like that. And then there's Metal Gear Solid, which is the good series.
That's the good series. Okay.
If you want to play the Metal Gears so you have the background, like the not solid versions, go for it. But that's not me recommending them to you.
So those games are not solid, but these games are really
they're
solid.
Not. No, for real. I played Metal Gear Solid 1 first. I played 1 and 2, and then I went back and played Metal Gear 1 and 2, and I wanted to die. And then I played 3, 4, 5, whatever. But yeah,
that's a bad order to do it in, Kirby.
Look,
all right. Yeah, I'll take that.
It's interesting, Kirby.
Very good.
Very nice. Both of my games were also introductories to different series as well, because there's a Talos Principle too, and the other game would have been the first in the series as well.
And I'm so looking forward to completing that series. Said Trail Never.
I hope Metal Gear Solid is good. I'm not trying to be a bitch. To
I'm
be
not
clear.
either. I'm
Yeah,
just
neither was
giving you
I.
Games that I think that I liked that I wanted to share with you folks.
You laughed after I accepted Mega Man Legends, which means there's something I might not know, but I'm still excited.
I'm glad I'm just happy for you. What, dude?
I fuck with Mega Man. It's a good series. I'm ready for it. All right. We're near the end. Trell, I don't know if or either of you are close on time. Normally we talk about things that we're excited for in 2026, but if you have to go, I feel like that's the easiest thing to cut out. So
I'm still good.
We haven't talked about the game that we were going to
oh
all do.
fuck,
yeah.
you're
together.
right. I'm skipping everything. I like Trell's recommendation for this, just to be
I
clear.
agree. Yeah, let's do it. So
See,
Trell, go
I
ahead.
recommend nothing but bangers. See.
Okay.
So tell us about the game we're playing, Trell.
I'm gonna link it in chat, and Trell can say more.
Yeah, let me open up the link. Thank you. So this is a game that I've had on my radar for quite some time, actually, and I just love everything about it, from the pixel graphics to the nice, tight mechanics that, from what I can see in all the gameplay trailers that I've seen of it and stuff like that, very reminiscent of Donkey Kong, DKC kind of thing. So I'm talking about Windswept, where you got the duck. I don't know if the duck has a name, and his pal Turtle Dude. Marbles
Pal
and checkers.
Turtle Dude.
I read the description. Marbles and checkers. That's it. So I don't know. From just everything I've looked at, it looks like a really fun platformer, tight controls, and just a lot of humor in it. So I'm ready for it.
Yeah, I love the art style in it. It looks very cool. I like 2D platformers quite a bit, and I've heard that it has some decent challenge near the end based on some of the Steam reviews. So I'm excited.
I had thought of another game to maybe give us, but I had forgotten about Windswept, and that was South of Midnight. Which looks pretty good.
It does, but personally, I would prefer Windswept. Just
Windswept.
I'm more confident in it. So yes, and me
Yeah.
liking it. I mean,
Correct. Yeah.
You're more confident in my recommendation rather than Wombat's. Interesting.
Wombat's game looks great. Don't get me wrong, but I've heard the combat is kind of but the story is really good, and I like the art style. But Windswept's also cheaper by like $10. So.
South of Midnight. That was that for Game Awards in 2024.
It just came out this year.
Oh,
in
was it this year?
April.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of Xbox's games that they first party published or whatever.
Okay. Cool.
Oh yeah, let's do that then. And I swear this time I'll give you a heads up when I'm gonna play it. I'm not gonna
Thank
stealth
you.
my way in.
That's
there.
all I ask. That's all I ask.
Okay. Okay. I can
He's
do
actually playing it right now.
that. I'm almost done. I started at the start of the stream. I figured we were gonna do it. No, it's in my cart, and I can actually buy it now. So yes. Sweet. Anything else before we talk about things to look forward to? Or Trell, if you have to go, it's all good.
I'm okay for a little bit longer.
All right.
I think
Yeah, go
that concludes 2025. So let's look forward to 2026. First thing on my list is Reanimal. I'm really looking forward to February.
Yeah.
Dude, yes. The true Little Nightmares 3.
Yes.
That will be good.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited for that game. Like I do intend again like to play Little Nightmares 3, but anything that's just going to be made by the OG Little Nightmares crew, I'm down to
Right.
play. So
Yeah.
that's going to be fun.
I can't think of anything else that's coming out next year.
What? There's Mid Ninja Souls 3, okay? Everyone
yeah.
likes Mid.
Mid Ninja Souls.
What is Mid
absolutely.
Ninja Souls 3? Is that
Neo.
Neo 3? Okay.
Neo 3. I want that. I want what the fuck? The Resident Evil 9, which comes out at the end of February.
Requiem.
I want the Fatal
Ooh.
Frame 2 remake. Yes, all those sound good to me.
You say
I
Fatal
wanna know if
Frame 2
9 was
remake?
coming
I didn't.
Yeah, they're doing what they like Silent Hill did, where they're remaking not the first game, but the most popular game, which is Fatal Frame 2, for good reason. So they're remaking that comes out in March. There's actually, as a quick off here, like 3 of the games that we've mentioned we were looking forward to, or at least me, are horror games. So I might have to steal Wombat's idea and do some like April Ween shit, because I'm not gonna have enough time in actual spooky season to
Yeah.
play all of these.
April Ween, you heard it here, folks. April Ween is a thing. It's 6 months after October, so it's like a good spooky midpoint in your year. April Ween.
I guess I forgot about Neo because it's such a forgettable game. But
Dude,
You also
I
haven't
didn't-
finished it yet.
I have not finished it, but that was probably my other, and that's why it wasn't on my list or anything. So
Yeah.
I forgot to talk about it. But I was talking about The Last of Us being my only non-banger banger that was suggested, but Neo is not going to be a banger for me either. I am still probably. It's piqued my interest enough that I want to play 2 and 3 at least. 3, from the looks of it, looks
2 is way
like
better.
improvements. 2 is way
2
better
looks
too.
way better. 2 is better, and 3 looks way better. So
Neo-
no one knows, but
Neo doesn't bring enough new to the party in a saturated world of Souls like. So I'm like, but
when
I
it
wanna
came out, it
see-
was a bit better. But I do agree with you there.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm probably just late to the party on that. Like similar experience to like BioShock. I was like, this is nothing new, but I'm sure it was revolutionary at the time, right?
Yep.
Looking forward into 2026, things that I'm probably excited for. I don't know if this is actually going to come out in 2026, but GTA 6, I'm pretty stoked for. I don't know if I doubt that it's actually going to come out in 2026. To be clear,
Are you now? I don't know if you already knew this. It's coming to consoles first. Do you care enough to buy it on like PS5, or would you wait for it to come to PC?
I've played every other GTA on console, so I wouldn't
Okay,
mind
gotcha.
that. I don't feel like I have to play it on. Sure, it's easier to mod and stuff, but I really don't get into that scene that much, anyways.
Yep,
For
that's fair.
or what is it? The voice character acting or that they do on GTA 5. There's like a huge community of that. I don't do anything like that, so I'd probably just play the game and just be done with it. There's also that 007 game. What's it called? First Light.
Yeah, that
That-
comes out. That was on my list too. March 27th. Or did it get delayed? Let me see.
Oh, did it?
I feel like it may have just like I feel like I just read. Oh no, it's still listed as March 27th. So
Okay, that would be cool. I'd be down
That
for
would be cool.
that.
This is the first year
Um,
we don't have to say Silk Song.
I know.
Like,
That's
what
a
do we
good
talk
point.
about? It's so crazy. I think there's going to be some other games too, like some Mario games coming out. I think there's a tennis one.
I actually
just
take
want-
that back. Silk Song's getting a
Yeah,
DLC.
there's Mario
2026.
Oh, that's
Oh,
true.
that's right. They are having the DLC, which is insane that they're just
Mario
already coming
Tennis
with it.
Fever is February 12th. You're correct.
Yeah, I'm mainly there. I'm just wanting to. One of the Christmas presents we got for the family was Switch 2, so I just want more Switch 2 titles, not made for or optimized for Switch 2 or whatever. Switch 2 edition. I want.
Yeah,
actual
exactly.
Switch 2.
Did you buy Bonanza?
We did. Yep.
Okay, good. Yeah, that's easily my favorite Switch 2 game right now. Metroid Prime 4 is also very fun, but that's a Switch 2 edition game, so maybe it
Okay.
doesn't really count.
I'm looking forward. I have not fired up Bonanza yet, but I do want to do it. And
Okay.
of course, I'm big into the scene of Dynasty Warriors. So Dynasty Warriors 3, the Wise X. I'm looking forward to.
Oh yeah. That's true. That's true.
Yeah. So those are huge ones that are coming out. That I can't wait to sink my teeth into.
Man, okay, I know you don't like Capcom. I do. Capcom has a few besides Resident Evil 9, they got Pragmata coming out in April, which I very much want. They got Onimusha. I don't think Okami 2 is going to be this year, but Okami 2 is on the horizon. Oh, there's one game I want to talk about. Sorry, you're going to say something.
Yeah, I got a few. Darwin's Paradox, I think it's called, is a game that I've been waiting on for a while. It's on my wish list. It
Let
should
me
be
look that
coming out
up.
next year. You're playing as an octopus named Darwin, and you're solving puzzles and stuff. It's pretty cool.
That sounds sweet. I like the art style of it too. Very
Um,
cartoony.
Sorry, I'm updating my list because I sort my stuff a certain way on my list. Let's see. Down at the bottom, Billy Bust Up. I don't know if that's coming out next year, but that one looks fun too.
The fuck
Uh,
is Billy Bus Stop? Hold up. Do I know this? Maybe I do. Maybe I don't. I don't, but I want to. Nice. I'm gonna add that to my list.
Eden's Garden looked interesting. It kind of looks like Blasphemous. That one's another coming soon. It might come out in 2026.
Eve's Garden? Go on. What
Eden's
is it?
Garden.
Eden's Garden.
Is it
Okay.
Garden or Guardian?
Or sorry,
I think
Eden's
you might mean Guardian.
I said Guardian
Okay.
the first time. And then there's a game called Rune Song that I've been helping to develop. Made by Frightened Toast himself. It's currently being worked on. He lost his artist and he's been doing it solo now. So I've contributed a little bit, but not as much as I would have liked. Hopefully, I'll be
Sure.
able to help him out. But he's trying to get the game done next year, so hopefully that'll
Sick.
be done. It's a side-scrolling platformer. It's real fun.
What's it
Kibito
called? Rune Song? Sorry.
Rune Song, yeah. I didn't mention it last year because I didn't think that they'd finish it this year, and I was correct. But yeah, he's ready to have it done. It's about a wizard baker who casts spells out of his pie.
That was super cute.
Yeah, it's great.
I like the art style.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, there's there's a bunch of other games that I don't think I've got official release dates yet. Like that, and a lot of them were probably touched on in the Game Awards, like that Ace Combat 8. I haven't played a
I'm very much
flight
excited
game.
for that.
I haven't played a flight game in a long time, so I actually wouldn't mind just diving into that. Directive 8020.
Let's
Have
go.
they updated that yet to actually be a release date, or I think that he's getting pushed out, but that's another one I'm excited for. And then there's just like, what else is there? There's Fable, Mortal Shell 2.
Oh yeah, Fable.
I really hope Mortal 2 is a solid improvement because the first one had promise. It was just a bit goofy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
I would love to see. And you guys, what was the game that you just talked about? That 3 game, Moro. What's the game that you had on your list, Wombat?
3 game.
Morodoro or 3 or
Oh,
something. like that?
Momodoro.
Momodoro.
Sorry, yeah.
You guys made. I don't know what that game is, but you guys described it perfectly, like as like a sequel that built upon the prior ones and just got better. I
Yep.
want to see that with Mortal Shell. Like it was good at the core. There was a lot of things that were also kind of wrong with it, but like build upon that, please, and it's going to be great. I hope. So, trying to think if there is anything else on
Yeah, I'm looking-
upcoming stuff here.
Oh, okay. This is maybe not as exciting for you yet, Trell. Or because did you play Control? Control 2 is coming out. Is my point.
I have
Control
not
Resident.
played Control, but it's on my list for next
Oh,
year.
it's
I've been meaning to get to
good.
that.
Very, very good.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for that one. They're also making a sequel to Rhythm Heaven, and because I like the Rhythm Heaven Wii game I played this year, I'm really excited for that because I thought the
Because you're big into rhythm games now.
Listen, Rhythm Heaven is fucking sick. The other games I like, but I really, really like Rhythm Heaven. That is true. Super Meat Boy 3D looks awesome. I like the original Super Meat Boy.
New Fire Emblem. I'm really looking forward to that.
Oh fuck yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Okay. This I actually am. I'm skeptical, so this is not me throwing out a pre-recommendo, but there's that game coming out called Beast of Reincarnation. I'll put a link in chat. It's the game that Game Freak, the Pokemon fuckers, are making, and you know that they are lazy as shit with their new games. But this game looks good, so I wonder if this will show that they actually still know how to make games. I'm very interested in this.
Pokemon fuckers.
Yeah, dude, they're out here with their fucking like 3D models that just rotate about an axis, and that's like their animation. And it's like, can you actually do something? We're about to find out.
Yeah.
Oh, and the Wolverine game also looks cool.
Yeah.
Like the Spider-Man devs.
Honestly, yes, that looks really good. And then to build on top of that, that new Lego Batman game, I would actually be really into. I know Batman's a meme for you. I know, and I'm not trying to
You're
meme
not
you right
memeing on
now.
me. I know. It takes me a
It,
minute to hear Batman and move past it. And
legitimately, it looks like it's fun just because it has a huge, lots of call outs to like Batman throughout his age, and
yeah,
I know what I'm in for. It's a Lego game kind of thing, but I still think it would be fun enough to give it a go. And then what about the like the movie scene too? I feel like there's like some Hunger
the big movies
Games.
coming out. My movie credit is so low. You guys educate me.
There's like a Hunger Games coming out. I think Dune, the next Dune is coming out.
I forgot Dune's coming out the next year.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't get pushed or anything like that. Devil Wears Prada too,
Oh
I think.
yeah, Devil
So
Wears
there's,
Prada the sequel. Yeah.
I feel like
Oh, there's Scream 7. I want to see that.
yes, I saw that too. Yeah, Scream 7. I haven't
Oh,
seen the last one.
have you seen Scream 6 was pretty good. You should watch that.
Okay.
And there's the Mario Galaxy movie. Sorry, those are the only
Oh
two movies
yeah,
I know.
that's
Yes,
right.
Mario Galaxy as well. Thank you. I was struggling to try
Yep.
to remember. It is gearing up that 2026 looks like it's going to be as heavy hitting as 2025. I'm curious if that's if any of those are going to be like enabled by AI, and then maybe that's how we're getting so many out there. Because I feel like there was a bit of a drought, and now all of a sudden we're getting like flooded with some stuff again. I'm like, is
Yeah.
this AI helping people, or I don't know.
It
But
absolutely is doing stuff, for better or worse.
It's doing stuff, he says.
Um, but I mean, some of it might also be because we had that 2020 affected a lot, and we're still kind of playing catch up in some
Oh,
ways.
okay. Catch up from COVID, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'll be curious. Mario Galaxy movie looks like it'll be good, even just for a popcorn flick with the kids. I'm super
Yeah.
excited for that.
I like the first one more than I thought I would.
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
think that there's going to be any more Mario titles or Zelda
I
titles?
really
for
thought they'd go to
2026?
Mario World
Oh,
next.
Isn't
and
the
the
Zelda
Galaxy.
movie shooting right now?
It's
Oh, yeah,
shooting.
good point.
I don't know when
Not
that's coming out,
Yeah.
but
I think it's a shame that it's not animated so that it can cross over. We can get a Super
I
Smash
just seems
movie.
like I want to see Gandorf's fuck ass being played by a real person.
I am very cautiously optimistic for that movie. I feel like it's going to not be good. Please don't be good. Please don't be bad.
Right.
Well,
God.
excuse me, princess. They don't have
Yeah,
that veto.
I just want like if it I would be I feel more confident if it was animated, to be honest. I feel like it'd be like
Yeah.
okay, you can
Me
maybe
too.
just a more serious tone. The like obviously when you have like Chris Pratt and animation and stuff like that in the Mario movie, you know it's just going to be a goofy movie, but you can't really it's a recipe for success. You can't really screw it up. I feel like Zelda is easy to screw up just with the serious tones that you want to try to keep and such. Please don't be good. Yeah, please don't be good. I want you to be bad.
Yeah,
Look at
I want it to be. I want. Yeah, like you said, though, if it was animated, they could do some cool crossover like Smash Bros. I don't think this would be like a Smash Bros. Movie because I don't know how fun that would be. But any Nintendo sort of like Mega World crossover would be neat.
Yeah, if they do like an Avengers style, like, uh, uh, movie where everything crossed over would have been fun. But I mean, I guess Nintendo doesn't want to print money, so I for one am dreading 2026, mainly
Why?
because 2025 was such a shit show in many ways in the real world. So I'm really looking forward to all of these things that can distract me from that.
Wait, I thought you said you weren't looking forward to 2026. Did I mishear you?
I'm saying I'm not looking forward to the actual things that might happen in 2026 outside of
Oh, okay.
our little corner of the internet.
Yes.
So I'm hoping that there's enough out there to kind of offset the bad, is what I'm trying to say.
I got you.
All right, and I'm hoping that 2026 doesn't dunk on me like 2025 did. Personally, you know, I've got a lot going on these days. Had a lot going on at the beginning of the year that kept me from playing games at all. So hopefully next year we won't have like a long hiatus for my stuff. And hopefully you both enjoy yours as well.
I think it'd be a good year. My years are pretty uneventful given how simple my life is, but I am looking forward to a lot of games at least.
Well, I hope it continues to be uneventful. May your
Me too.
2026 be uneventful, Kirby.
I love those eventful years.
Last year we started 2026 with my wife being laid off. So
Jeez.
yeah.
On a positive note, your game is now at your doorstep.
I just got the notification. Thank you.
Kirby,
Yeah, I
Kirby
just
was
saw both of
already.
your games as well. So
Yeah, Kirby was trying to beat us all, so I had to not be last.
I actually want to forget because I'm gonna after the
I'll
stream
be
I'm gonna go for a
last.
walk
That's
and
fine.
go do chores and shit. So, yeah, you just want to not be last.
And then Kirby, you have to let me know since I assume that you're just gonna rip it for a contraption.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Because even if I still have my original copy, I have no. How would I even stream this off a PS1? I don't have my PS1 anymore. Sadly, is it on? Can you get it on the PlayStation Store? No, there's not. So yeah, I'm gonna contraption it. Is the point? So yes.
Okay. Very good.
And I'll start. It'll be my first game I play after I beat Shenmue. I'm gonna get that out of the way.
Yeah, you didn't beat that for this year, man.
Wait, what?
You didn't beat Shenmue for this year. Terrible.
No,
So
dude, that game's so fucking boring. I don't even know if I'm gonna finish it.
Yeah, well, just continue using the walkthrough like you always do, and then just.
I looked up if
whip
there
it
was
out.
one thing. I looked up if you could time skip, and you can't.
Oh,
I didn't look up anything else.
Sure. Oh, yeah, sure.
By the way, I just want to go on record again to say it's so hard to find games for Kirby. I'm glad that I found something that looks like a banger.
I'm excited for that game.
Yeah.
I'm honestly cautiously excited for Mega Man Legends. I love Mega Man Legends. I don't know what's gonna happen to me. I'm excited for it.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm happy for you.
It might be nothing. I don't. Why are you laughing like that? What do you know about Mega Man Legends, bro? It's the Lego head guys. It has to be good. All I remember is running through some fucking labyrinth with a blast. I did not get very far as a kid. So
Oh, so you haven't beaten it?
yeah, if I had beaten it, I would have said no.
Oh,
But I've
okay.
never beaten
Got
it.
it. Got it. Cool.
I've played it, but I've not done enough
Yeah.
to where I feel like, oh yeah, I know how to do this game.
I was pretty confident that you were gonna take that one. If you hadn't taken that one, I would also have been happy with the second one. But
No, I just don't like vetoing things in general either. But no,
Yeah.
I'm definitely excited for it. So
I'm always ready for the veto, but I know Charles never going to take it. Well,
if I'm gonna drop Shenmue, I'm just thinking out loud. I need to drop it like now. That way, it's not my 2026 wall of shame. That way, I go into 2026 clean. That could be the meta.
Oh, are you actually going to? You're going to drop it?
Right, so all you do, man. I don't know how much of the VOD you watch. You just run around asking people if they know where something is, and then eventually, no one knows shit. Eventually, you find someone who knows something, but they only know how to ask for the next thing, and then you just ask more people for more things, and you don't do anything in that game.
Is there any
There are
combat?
some mini games, but there aren't enough. What was that?
Is there any combat?
So there's two types of combat. There's quick time event combat, which is fine, and then there's just button mash combat, which is also fine. I actually like those, but there's not enough of it. And what I was looking up, as you saw when I was living in the walkthrough, is that like there are certain things where it can't happen until like 7 p.m. and it's like noon, and it's like actually 15 to 20 minutes of time that has to pass before you can do the next thing. And there's no good way to pass time. I found out you just have to sit there.
So what turned you on to this game?
One, this dude who shows up to my stream, Hat Bastion, told me it was really good. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna play. He's like, yeah, he's like super duper good. It revitalized my streams. I'm like, all right, let me try it. So that was the biggest reason, and it fucking isn't good. And then like I just really wanted to be like that. It was mostly him, to be honest.
Dude, stranger danger. You don't just take some rando's word for it, man.
I know, but he liked some other janky games like that I thought it was gonna work out. So I was like, okay, yeah, let's do it. It didn't work out. Needless to say. And I'm probably just gonna drop it because I don't know if I really want to do like 15 more hours of that game.
So good.
Oh my god. Dismal. I'll think about it. Between now and next Saturday, I'll think if I'm gonna stream that. I might just go into the challenge games starting next weekend and say fuck Shenmue. That might be what happens. We'll see.
Once I'm done playing Cyberpunk, I think my first game's going to be this bed we made. So once
You'll definitely play. I'll set that for
know.
last. So you have plenty of room
Right.
to play it before I do.
Cool.
So yes, very good. All right, I don't know if I have much else to add. Like nothing. Like I can't think of anything else crazy going on in 2026 game wise that I need to call out. So
think
I
it's
hope that
turning
I
out to
can
be a
get
pretty good year.
to like 100-ish games again next year. That's the general just ballpark, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I'm naturally going to be probably capped, and and I am retired, so I'm not looking to beat my
Yes.
record
Oh,
again.
when are you posting your bingo card? I want to see your bingo card whenever you
Yeah,
do that.
I'm gonna try to work on more of that today, and then get the channel set up and everything like that, so that way
Let's
the
go.
commands
I'm
and
so
everything.
excited to see that. That's such a cool idea.
Yeah,
I
pretty cool.
don't know. I think it's pretty. Like I was like formulating the idea, and I had it. And I was going to do something like where it was just going to be like I pick the game, the cell that I want to do, and see if I can just get like I was going to be like generate me, and then I pick which route I want to do. And then Kayla was the one who kind of was like, oh, why don't you actually make it more random, blah blah. Because I was also going to put a stipulation that it had to be like 10 plus hours on how long to beat, and that's where I was like, oh, but I get to choose my path type thing.
Sure.
And she was like, no, just make it random. And I was like, well, I'm removing that stipulation then, and then it could just be whatever. And so yeah, and it kind of morphed into what it is now. So I think it'll be a fun little gimmick thing to do, but it also probably will naturally cap me, like to try to like force me into like find a bingo. So
I mean, part of the problem is figuring out what game to play, right? That's like the gamer's paradox, right? Where you're like, what was it? Decision paralysis. It's hard to pick the
yeah.
game.
When you have so much,
If you have something lined up, then it's so much easier. Just like, all right, I'm playing this. Like, it's a lot
Yep.
easier. So
It'll just give me like the genre, like I don't know, Souls like, and I'll be like, okay,
Right.
now I got to go do
yeah,
whatever I can find in my library for that. Let's go.
my favorite challenge is still the ABC challenge because I had it lined up. Like I knew what I was playing. I had 26 games just ready to go. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So yeah, it's a lot harder when it's a category. When you got games lined up, that's always good. So I also something before we end. I noticed something.
Yep.
Kirby, you and I have games on the list that we on each other's lists that we both played this year. But Trell, you and I had nothing in common the whole year.
You know,
Dear Esther.
Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, but yeah, that
there you go. Nice.
that's a last minute add on based on my recommendation. But yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, Kirby, we played what? Viewfinder.
Played Silksong. We played
Silksong.
Viewfinder.
I think that might be
Is
it.
there another one? It might just be those two. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
and-
Silksong. I played that too. Yeah, it was good.
Oh yeah. You were in there. Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Silksong. Yeah.
Oh yeah, 79 games for Trell.
Yep. I forgot to add that one. Shoot.
Especially since it's a forgettable game like that. Like no one was really
Right.
looking forward to it. It's really short. It's not very good.
We'll talk about it someday, I guess.
Someday.
Someday, yeah.
That
I
better
gotta
be
pick
on
a-
your
I
bingo
think I am
card.
gonna lock in RTS games. Hopefully they don't suck.
Well, it's been another year, folks. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for tuning in year after year for our yearly podcast. I'm looking forward to the next one. It's gonna be great.
I know.
Me
It'll be here
too.
in no time
I'm
too.
always looking for these.
It
And
will.
then yeah, it'll be good.
All right.
Sweet.
Hashtag more than 16 games.
More than 16 games.
All right. Take care, everyone. Have a great
Bye
New
everyone. Thanks
Year
for being here.
and happy holidays.
See you guys.